Level 857 Video Game Podcast.
Oh, yes, whether it's a beer, a shot, or even a glass of wine, grab your favorite beverage. And welcome to the Level 857 Video Game Podcast. As always, we are your hosts, Al G857.
The 23rd Stallion.
Sticks.
Turbo 857.
And your boy Big Chalk. What up?
And special.
Am I supposed to do something with my hands?
Yes, yes, you could.
You can, yeah. Hell yeah.
It's like you're flying away.
There you go.
And special guest that we have returning to the podcast tonight hails from an indie development video game studio / publisher responsible for blessing us with timeless classics ranging from the Shantae series, Double Dragon Neon, DuckTales Remastered, even though it's more of a remake, River City Girls, and they were even blessed with the development of a historic Nintendo IP that you're going to see in April with Advance Wars 1 and 2 Reboot Camp. Please welcome once again to our podcast, directors of Biz Dev and Publishing of Way Forward Technologies, directors Adam Tierney and Bannon Rudis.
Hey! You gotta do two names this time.
After that seizure that you just had.
You gotta say the tag champions, man. You gotta say the tag champs.
Next time, tag champs.
I liked how fast that was.
Welcome back,
Very
fellas.
efficient.
Welcome back.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks for having
Yeah,
us.
the last time you guys were on, we were podcast 99.
99.
99.
That's
Yes.
crazy.
Now we're 199.
199.
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah.
And then to talk about River City Girls 99.
Yes.
That's a lot of
The
sequels.
Tetris 99. Wait, what?
Absolutely.
You guys have been sitting there the whole time, right? Since the last
Yeah,
time.
you don't move.
Yeah.
Just waiting.
Waiting. Check the tape.
That's how you get through 100 podcasts, yeah.
Knock them all out.
Yeah,
Knock
man.
them all out.
Yeah,
Change
just
the
order
background a little
pizza.
bit. That's all.
Order pizza and just, that's it.
Or pizza.
We got wireless controllers.
Yo, this chair is actually a toilet. No, I'm joking.
We got World of Bizarre. He already recognizes Way Forward greatness. Absolutely.
That's right. That's
Got
right.
Daniel Lupe.
Daniel Lupe.
We
Yeah.
really don't need, Way Forward doesn't need an introduction.
No.
It really doesn't need an
You
introduction.
say
at
way
all.
forward, everyone goes crazy.
They
for it.
know
yeah,
you
man.
guys. They
That's
know
why
you.
if you guys in the chat have any questions, feel free to fire them.
We will try and get them.
We'll try to get them.
Because ours come first.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Ours come first.
Exactly.
So who likes to start?
Speaking of questions,
Ready.
who's first?
Yes.
That's what I just asked.
I guess I could start with. All right, so you guys got two games coming out in the River City Girls storyline. So tell us about River City Girls 0, since it was never translated, and what made you guys finally want to bring that out, because that was the surprise when you guys announced that. And you'd like to know more about it.
I'm looking at the layout here. Adam,
Yes.
do you want to field this?
The turn, though.
I'll take your word for it. But Zero was cool. So basically, Bannon and I, we co-directed the first River City, and then he's working on River City 2 now, and I was heading up River City 0. But going way back, I mean, the whole reason River City Girls 1 exists was because of this Super Nintendo game that only came out in Japan, and it stars Masako Kyoko, the main characters in our game. And it's a pretty cool game. I mean, it's from 1994, a really long time ago. Never came over here officially, but I just fell in love with the characters they look cute and they're curb stomping guys, and it's they're super cute girls, but they're also just beating the hell out of people, and kind of that was the game that inspired River City. And we even in the first game we kind of talked about the Easter egg of it and said oh, you guys just appeared in one 16-bit game, so we were always kind of referencing it. And then when we started working on the second one, we had the opportunity to bring it over here, and we don't usually port games. That's kind of unusual for us, but Limited Run was a good partner. They're actually doing the programming, and we're doing all the creative audio visual stuff and music and everything. And so basically what we wanted to do with that one was do a really faithful port. So it's like, translate it, but make it so it's like one of the better ports that you have, not changing a bunch of stuff, like just get this awesome game that inspired us to do River City Girls over here to the US and get it in all the different languages. And then we kind of put our flair on it. So we have like little intro cinematics with the voice actors from our game. We have an anime intro that was done so it's supposed to feel like the 90s. We have music from Megan McDuffie and other guests, and they're all supposed to be in like 90s style. So it was like there's a lot of good stuff around it. But then when you play the actual game, it's like just a really good port of the game. So yeah, we talked to ARC, we pitched them on the idea because they own it, and we put it together and we finished it. And so that one was a fun little experiment. So it's coming out on Switch Monday, maybe within a couple days, and then other platforms soon after.
Nice.
But yeah, the main thing with that was like there's stuff that we're doing in River City 2 that if you played 0, you'd have a deeper appreciation. Like, some of the characters, some of the plot. So for us, that was like one of the big reasons we wanted to get it over here was, man, if we could get, like, if people knew this character, if people knew this plot thing, they would appreciate River City 2 more. So that was kind of the main reason we really wanted to figure out a way to get that over to the U.S. shores.
Nice.
Awesome.
So you hear that, guys? Go out. Everybody go out and get River City Girls 0.
You're gonna see that on the channel. We're definitely messing with that.
Oh, yeah, we definitely are. We definitely are.
Well, that depends.
Thank you, Adam.
I don't know which way
You
that
guys
was.
high five.
I'm only
High five
looking
each
up
other.
today.
Yeah.
You guys are in the same room anyway.
We're still the jury's out on that one. We may feature it on the channel. It depends if you guys want to give out some free codes or anything.
Wow. Dude,
Don't worry,
Sneak that in
it's
there.
on pre-order
Oh,
already.
God. I can't.
This guy. Who brought this guy here? I don't know.
Wow.
I wasn't on the first time they were here, so I had to get it all out.
That's
now.
why it went so well.
That's why it was so much better.
It was
You were,
so-
supposed
yeah.
to, you were supposed to get it out of your system before we went on.
It was.
Dude,
No, regardless, we will definitely be playing
Yeah.
River
Yeah.
City 0 and 2.
probably next week we'll probably play it.
Yeah.
Easily.
All right, who's got the next question?
I have a question about River City Girls 2. I saw in the trailer there was a lot of things added with the combat. I saw some air juggling more than part 1.
Mm-hmm.
Can you talk more about the combat and the stuff that you added in part 2?
As we previously discussed, yes. I guess yeah, so with the introduction of Pruvy and Marion, as I was designing that, I was like, damn, these characters are really fun. And I have to go back and take a look at Misako, Kyoko, Kunio, and Ricky. And everybody got updated. And that does mean everybody across the board is a lot more aerial combat. But the first one was kind of like, I could play as Misako and Kyoko, and there's not much of a difference. There's not much of a learning curve. Same with this one, but they are going to feel different from each other now. Like everybody should have their kind of unique fighting game style, but it isn't going to be like reinventing the wheel and you're confused every single time you jump to a new character. The moves are still going to be like, when I press forward in special, it's probably going to make me move forward doing my special kind of thing. If I press up in special, same kind of thing. But other people are a little better at certain things than other characters. But yeah, aerial combos, everybody has now a unique aerial combo.
Nice.
Just like the first one, it'll get better the more you play the game. Like you'll get a longer kind of combo. But there's two unique things to do with the aerial combos. Is classic version of hit somebody up and then jump after them and combo them. We do have a thing that I'm calling liftoff combos, and liftoff combos are, to get technical with it, is when you're hitting your quick attack, you can cancel this time with the jump button. Jump button is an actual attack this time. So if you want to go straight up, you could do that. But if you want to, like, you see some enemies over here hanging out kind of at a distance, you want to go like flying with that enemy to kind of get the drop on both. Like, take this enemy flying with you and get a drop on people that are way ahead of you. You could do that too. So
That's pretty cool.
normal launch goes straight up. The liftoff takes you and the enemy kind of like flying forward.
That's
So yeah, a lot more aerial stuff.
And a little thing like that will change the entire game in a beat 'em up.
No, it does. The
It
little
really
things
does.
are a big deal, man.
No, that's a pretty crazy mechanic actually.
Big deal.
Yeah, looking forward to that.
So it was kind of based on what Arc did with Dragon Ball Fighters, where you just press one button and you just see them pull off this like amazing thing, and you're like, I'm not really doing this. Like they go flying, and I was like, I wanted to kind of capture that, but you are choosing to do that.
That's dope.
We never wanted players to struggle to pull off moves. We want them to have the challenge in fighting the enemies, not have the challenge in the button inputs.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm glad you don't have to do like
People that aren't good at fighting games on the project, I'm just like, just press that jump button, and they do it. Like, and press this 2 times, press this 1 time, they go launch, and they're like, oh, that's fine. So
yeah, it's not Marvel vs. Capcom combos. So luckily, because I wouldn't be able to pull them off.
I mean, you can do that.
You can.
Like there is a lot of potential for that, but you don't have to.
Wow.
Like to beat the game, you don't have to do 99 hit combos.
Cool,
like
that's dope.
I'm gonna figure out how to do a 99.
you and your little tiny brother or sister can grab controller too, and they'll do just fine too, just mashing away. But if you want to do insane combos, it is much more insane this time with like what you can do.
Dude, we're gonna be juggling like we at the circus.
Juggling like we're at the circus.
Nice. What you got one?
Yes, I do have a question. I noticed in the River City Girl games, right? Kunio and Ricky, they used to be Ryan and Alex. Was that like a conscious decision to go back, or what was involved in changing those names? How come they're not Alex and Ryan?
Who are those guys?
So yeah, we talked about that at the beginning of the first one, and whether to do it with the Western names of the Japanese names. Part of it was some of the characters in the game, they never had a Western version. So Kyoko there is no Kyoko in the old River City game. So that was kind of part of it, was just everybody has a Japanese game or a Japanese name because there's more games in the series there, and there aren't. But we did kind of break it in terms of like little things. So like when the tutorial little pixel guy comes up in the first game, we ended up using Alex for that rather than Kunio, because that played more to our nostalgia. It's like, oh, I remember that outfit and I remember how he looks. When we put the original Kunio, it's like, that kind of feels off, because that's not what I remember playing in River City Ransom. So we did a little bit of back and forth. But yeah, for the names, it was mostly just because we had all the names covered in the Japanese version, and a lot of those characters were not in the U.S. versions.
Interesting.
So it'll be weird to have half of them with Japanese names and then some American names.
I like
you might as
Kunio
well.
and Ricky better anyway than
Yeah.
Ryan and Alex.
Yeah.
Sounds too plain.
Yeah.
Ryan and Alex.
Everyone's got a friend, Alex and Ryan.
What about Spike and Hammer though?
Yeah, Spike and Hammer all day.
What about Spike and Hammer? Are they? Well, I might as well jump.
Well, and there's also with the early games, they were like localizing the hell out of it. So you didn't just have Kunio and Ryan and Alex. You had Mr. K, and you had Crash and the Boys, and like all that kind of stuff. And so that's all stuff that is available to the brand too. The weird ways and how they localize that stuff.
Nice. They actually added. It wasn't Bimmy and Jimmy, but it was fake names. It was almost like that in Double Dragon Neon with the mutants.
Yeah.
The mutated ones.
The Bimmy and Jammy.
Yeah.
So they paid homage to that in there.
Oh, they were like
that's
extra
amazing.
dumb.
And that's why you guys are awesome.
Very like Hulk-like. Yeah.
That's great.
All right, I got one. So after development of the first game, you pretty much have a skeleton and on the animations of the characters and models. How easy was it? To making a sequel for the drawings and animations, and how long was the turnaround time?
Not easy.
It wasn't, because you added a lot more
At
to the
all.
animation and everything, so it's like a whole new thing.
I mean, we've already said that this game has online.
Oh, it has online. Okay.
So
Confirmed.
yeah, it has online. The first game wasn't built for online. So we thought it was going to be easier. That it was like, oh, we'll make it online. It doesn't work that way at all. But we do have the animations and stuff like that. But like for me, if we're playing and I punch somebody, an enemy, that info has to go to you also. Go like, oh yeah, Bannon just punched an enemy. That game, the first game wasn't set up for that in the slightest. So everything had to be redone. It was fun.
Oh boy, sounds
So
like
no, like on a production level, it was reinventing the entire game over and trying to capture that same spirit. But while we were in there, I was like, let's tweak this. Let's do this.
So the hardest part was the online
So-
part.
And I mean, even as far as the city, like that was one of the goals is with the first game, get a massive river city and then add to it. But we also didn't want it to be that like you play the second game and it feels like, oh, all right, I've already seen like 80% of this. So yeah, Bannon and his team, they actually changed a lot of stuff. And you talk about that, like how some of the areas evolved or how they were like kind of advanced in time, sort of what's going on scene by scene, right?
Yeah, like some of the levels that you I gave this example the other day was like some of the examples of like a level that has changed. They look like they were under construction in the first game because I knew by the time we come back to the city again in the sequel, construction is done. So now you get to see what they were
That's
building.
amazing. That's thinking ahead.
That's cool.
That's crazy.
And some places don't look so good anymore. But yeah, we did a count of it, and I won't give it away how many levels there are compared to the first one, but we are trying to figure out, like, as of today with QA, like, wait, how long are we going to have a QA player play this game? It is a much longer game. It is much bigger.
And that's
Wow.
crazy because the first one was pretty long for a beat 'em up.
I remember.
Yeah.
I remember that the last part. I was just like, "Oh shit, it's over! Shit, I want to play more." I remember that. I was just like, "Oh, I wish this was a little."
How many videos did that take you guys?
Maybe three,
Three.
It was three videos.
Three,
Okay.
Yeah.
which is long for a
There's going to be a lot more to do in this and a lot more to find and explore and stuff like that. But it is a much longer game, even down to like characters and dialogue and stuff. Like it's today when we looked at the level count, I was like, what have we done? What have I done?
What was that level count?
Well, and like even with the characters, for example, like we had characters that we saved for number 2 that we didn't put in the first one, and so the idea was like, oh, okay, we'll like kind of cycle them in and out. We'll add new characters. The problem is we had fallen so in love with the characters from the first game. Everyone's like, well, we got to bring them back. We got to bring them back. So it ends up being just like massive. It probably has about twice the number of characters as the first game because we're bringing everybody back, and then we're adding a bunch of new bosses and characters as well.
Wow, pretty awesome.
That's fire.
I have a question. You already stated that the River City Girls 2 is much longer than the first one. As far as music is concerned, and I know the first one had Chipsel and Megan McDuffie. Is Chipsel also included in this, in the production of music, or is it just Megan?
I mean, this time we really wanted this to be like Megan's soundtrack because she just nailed it in the first one. So, and you know, as a honk, toot my own horn, a musician myself, I did work with like Megan to really like capture like exactly the feel of like what. Like I wanted this to feel like when you were in a certain area, that music should kind of reflect that area.
That's
Nice.
cool.
And
Nice.
and yeah, I mean,
The first game we actually had like 5 different musicians on it, and Megan was such a massive find. I mean, she really created the identity for the game. But the way we worked it is they were basically just all giving us tracks. Megan ended up doing almost all of the major tracks in the first game. So for the second game, we essentially let her lead it. So we said like, okay, rather than us just telling you what to do track by track, a bunch of individual artists, you're in charge of the music now. And the same thing with Zero too. She did the music for Zero.
Damn.
So for both of those, she's now essentially graduated to being like the music god of like the River City Girls games.
Awesome.
That's
Dude, and
crazy.
how many tracks was the first? Like
was
how
a lot.
She did
now
like
you got-
50 or something. Like she
yeah.
did a lot.
and then to take on
Yeah.
2 more titles plus do like
Right.
that's a lot of music.
And
That's
it's-
I mean, she-
genius at work.
And she's
put out
doing
her
all
own
the Atari games right
Yeah,
now
the
too.
Atari
Yeah,
project.
she's doing
So,
yeah.
what was it? Breakout.
I mean, there was a Centipede one, there's a Breakout one, there's a
Yeah.
bunch. She did that. She did her own album. She did another thing. She's doing. How do you make
killing
that
it.
Yeah.
much music, dude?
Yeah.
'Cause I was gonna say, did she have the
and she
same
does
thing?
it fast.
Was that?
She's fast. She is churning this stuff out. Like she sent one today that I just assigned her earlier, like today. I was like, yeah, that sounds awesome.
She's locked in the studio.
Before the
Yeah.
email was even returned, she said, "Got it." Got it. Wow,
That's insane.
She said she was busy and she couldn't talk.
Yeah,
about it.
yeah.
We could see
Yeah,
why.
she was gonna be on. She's like, "Yeah, I'm just so busy." I'm like, "Yeah, just do what you're doing." And I
Yeah.
was like, "Unacceptable!"
That's great. She kind of works for them, but she's busier than they are. It's great. That doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense.
'Cause I was gonna ask, how could you top like that amount of tracks for the first game.
It's a lot.
And if you can actually
She
pull
put
it
some
off
on
again.
Twitter. I was just like, oh dear, here we
Yeah,
go.
I've heard
I'm
a
like,
few,
it's always,
yeah.
they're always dope. They're always dope.
I've heard a few.
The vocal songs this time are I absolutely like. I listen to them in the car.
Yeah,
it's like,
exactly how they are. Yeah.
but even like the music that you haven't heard yet, like I love them. Like they're on my phone.
That's
I
dope.
Bluetooth them in my car and I listen to them because they're.
And I will say, I won't spoil it, but Megan's overseeing it. But we got some pretty cool guests as well with the new games, and so you guys will hear some awesome guests helping out with some stuff too.
Oh man.
Ho ho.
Featuring.
I'm
Wait, they got a
excited.
level 857 feature?
Yeah.
Not that I know of.
That's
But
great.
for that rap stage you guys want to do, it's a bonus stage. You can get, you can do that.
I didn't get the call. I'm still waiting.
I don't know who'll make the song as fast as Megan, but hey, it's five.
I have a question about the two new characters. Provi, is that how you say her name? Provi?
She's a real life friend of mine. I mispronounced her name for 2 years because she never corrected me.
Provi, okay.
Provy.
And I
prove
remember her
your-
from
your-
River City Underground, and then I saw the second character, Marion, and I was like, Marion. I'm like, wow.
Where's Marion
I'm
from?
like, Marion. I'm like the double dragon girlfriend. I'm like, nah, she's too
She got shot.
diesel. She's like
She got
ripped
shot
and
in part
stuff.
2.
Is that the Marion that I know? Is that the one from Double?
Is this the Marion you've seen get punched in the gut for about 30 years? And she got
Yes.
abs. That is Double Dragon.
Oh, you look at that.
So her abs bounced the bullet.
Yeah,
ball.
so Underground, that whole cast are those are all my friends in real life. So I was so happy. Like I couldn't think of any two characters that I wanted more than Ruby and Marion. Marion, as Adam said before, Marion really everybody was like her. Like the moment they saw
River
City
Girls version of her. Everyone
That's
went
dope.
nuts. So we were absolutely forced by everybody to put her in the game. There was no question.
Cool.
That's
Provy is awesome.
awesome.
I love Provy. You see a little bit of it in the trailers we've released so far, but the way she moves and the way she dances and animates, I think she's such a fun character. You guys are gonna love her. I really think of all the playable characters, I think she's probably the favorite when RC2 comes out.
Oh, that's awesome.
Pooby was who I picked in.
But because of that, that's why I went back and I've got to like put some flourish on the original characters. I didn't want this game to just be just play as Marion and Provy. It's like we still have those four characters in the middle, like still play as them, and there's reason to.
Oh,
Okay.
so out the four characters, like if you does the story just exactly the same for all four of them, or is the dialogue different depending on who you pick?
Yeah, it's dynamic this time. So in the first game, we wanted to do the story versions for Ricky and Kunio. There just wasn't time. So it was always Masako, Kyoko. This time, all six characters, Ricky, Kunio, Masako, Kyoko, Provy, and Marion, who you're playing as are the characters that speak most of the story. So it's dynamic this time.
Awesome.
Nice. What about
What was those
about
the cameos of who's those guys?
I don't know.
Who were in it.
the Lee brothers?
The Lee brothers, yeah, the
Like I
Lee
saw-
brothers. So the Lee brothers, they make their return in the shop, or maybe possible as a character playable. Maybe
They are still in charge of the dojos, but there is a. No, I won't.
The dramatic pause.
Don't be that excited.
I know what you're going to say.
The dramatic
Yeah,
pause.
you know Double Dragon characters. There is another cameo. That's all I'll say.
another cameo.
And it's such a left field. Like you'd be like what? I don't want you to be like they're in the game. No, that'll.
That's awesome.
I love that character though. I love the scene with them. I love their dialogue. I love how they fit in. You guys will dig it.
All right, definitely
You'll
looking
see.
forward to that.
I'm
So no Spike
It's
and
a
Hammer.
deep
huh?
cut.
I'm
No
overly
Spike.
excited. I'm overly excited for this game.
How-
Way too excited.
How are we on?
I will say, yeah, like along those lines, if you know River City games, if you know Double Dragon games, stuff like that, we do some deep pulls.
Awesome.
And so, there's a lot of characters that I think people who grew up on the NES games and played all of those versions of them, they'll be surprised by some of the characters that show up for sure.
Nice.
Yeah, Technos games in general, you're gonna recognize some people.
Okay.
We love
That's
it.
awesome.
Adam and Bannon, how are you guys doing on time?
You guys got 5 minutes, 6 minutes.
Do you have time
I'm
for
doing
one more
fine.
question? Or?
I got one.
I can stick around for like 10 minutes or so.
okay.
I got
right
one
after
more
or so.
question.
Awesome.
Well, not really a question. It's more of a comment because the chat, the YouTube chat was clamoring for a level 857 beat 'em up. They were. I'm serious. I'm not lying. They were like, we want a level 857 beat 'em up.
I
I'm
thought
like,
I saw that in there. I thought I saw
No, they
that.
actually did say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I give you my blessing. Go ahead.
We might need you guys.
I'll give you my blessing. Go ahead. That is awesome.
Okay, real quick. I'm gonna turn the tables on you. Starting left to right, what is your character class?
I'd probably say a bruiser.
what?
I'm a bruiser, man.
Bruising what?
Come on, man.
Apples?
No,
Bruising-
you be
bruising
the default
peaches.
man.
I'm deep. Why am I default?
You always
What?
pick the default man.
Not default, man.
You pick the default man in every
But
game.
that doesn't mean
The
I'm
default
default.
guy.
The right,
You said your class.
The default main
usually
character
pick-
that's balanced.
Yep,
I
exactly.
picked the same. I picked the same.
No, you pick the. You
So we got two
brain.
brains.
Nah, you'd be
got
like
Ryu
the
and
brain.
Ken
You'd be
over
like the.
Nah, man.
Yeah, you're like
The
brain.
technical
You're the
character.
technical guy.
You pick the other guy who's not the default guy because this guy picked him. So you're automatically that guy.
Jell be like the long reach, but gets killed in like 2 hits.
Yeah,
I'm the fast.
yeah.
I'm the fast.
You're the fast
character.
guy with long
I'm
range.
the fast one.
But like 2 hits, you dead.
I don't have the energy bar. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's why I picked the fast one.
The fast one. Yeah. I think well, I know Chalk would be like the wrestler dude.
You have like a.
I'm the tank.
You definitely you'd be
yeah,
the
yeah,
tank
yeah.
wrestler dude,
Yeah.
right?
And you would pick default guy the different color of him.
the palette
You
swap.
would look
the
like
palette
the main
swap of
character.
my
Yes.
guy.
Let's swap
Wow.
default.
Wow.
you would just be what, the red?
No, I would probably see Eric be
And you
like
would
the
be the
main
blue.
character, right? I would be
Why he got to be the main character?
Well, I usually pick Billy. He picks Jimmy.
'Cause he's got
I
the blonde
pick
hair.
Cuneo,
Yeah,
He
he's
picks
like-
Ricky.
yeah, it's kind. I'm like the player 2 guy. You know, he's like I'm the stronger. If there's
so you
like a
like being
duo,
Luigi.
I'm the stronger one.
You're the Luigi.
He's the faster one.
He's
I'm the
the
stronger
Luigi.
one. Yeah, I'm kind of like the. I jump higher. you know?
Mario gets the girl. Luigi's. I don't know what he's doing.
I don't know if the Mario brothers are good. But
Actually, Mario doesn't get it at all. He doesn't get anything. So
Well,
oh,
and,
man.
and the double dragon, it depends on who wins the fight. So doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I turned this. We went off on a tangent.
all
I'm
right,
sorry.
I got a question to get us back on though. Let me see. Yeah, these are way forward questions. They're not really River City Girls questions, but we're running out of time, so I'll throw them out.
No, go for it.
Okay.
Go for it. Go for
You
it.
guys, Way Forward is publisher and also game developer studio. You guys do biz dev as well as publishing. Which one do you prefer? Development side or publishing side? Which one's gives you more stress?
Oh, definitely developing. So, I mean, we publish mostly just so that we're in control of our games. I think that's something you're going to see. The games we're working on now, a lot of them that aren't announced, and the ones we're starting. When we publish and we find the funding ourselves, we can work on anything. So we can do cool stuff like River City Girls 2, or even weird stuff like River City Girls 0. So publishing's out of necessity, though. If we had to pick, it's definitely developing.
All right,
Awesome.
I got a quick one. River City Guys, 4 players.
River City guys.
Y'all working on that at all?
River City, no, River City
players.
dudes.
River City dudes.
We have talked from the first game though about how one of the characters we considered and we got to do at some point is playable Godai, just because it would be so weird and bizarre. So if we get to keep doing these games, maybe
That
someday.
moveset would be out of control.
Nice.
Yeah, 4 players is their next step. Yeah, right. 4 players is the next step. Yeah, they got the online. Thing.
So I've got an idea about who would be in the game. There's one guy, Chaco. He's a wrestler.
Nah, I don't have to be a wrestler. Just
There's about 3.
Flatbread.
Yeah, the other 3 are just like default right.
That works.
Palette
Hey.
swaps.
One's
Yeah,
a
I'm just
kin.
spitballing here.
I got to be some sort of a heavy hitter. Doesn't
There you
have to
go.
be a wrestler, but
Now you can be a wrestler. You got
Whatever,
wrestling
man.
moves in
Whatever.
there.
just completely.
Give him Rey
just-
Mysterio moves.
Or yeah.
I would love to see Big Chaco do Rey
six-
Mysterio
Or
moves.
like,
Hey,
what is
they-
it, Bob?
Vader did do backflips.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Big Show did a backflip.
And I can't do a backflip.
Brock did a shooting star press.
Yeah,
These guys can do
he
stuff,
almost
man.
broke his neck doing
Keith
Kind
Lee, he can do crazy moves.
that. Yeah, that's true.
Crazy.
That could work.
But
Yeah, there you go. Little wrestling talking.
Ain't nothing wrong with wrestling
we
talk.
know-
we know that too.
Eventually, it was gonna happen.
And any word on Double Dragon Neon 2?
Yeah. Double Dragon Ian too. Just
It's been like 10 years. It's
throw
been like-
throw a wink.
long
Maybe
time.
there's something brewing about the Double Dragons that
Anything
you might
about
want to
them?
mention. Anything?
Straight faces. It's confirmed.
I mean, I put it on Switch recently.
That's something.
That's
Oh,
something.
that was
is-
wild.
I got
That's
that. I bought that mad quick.
Definitely got bought again.
I
Yeah,
bought
so
that
the-
again.
I actually
That's
bought it.
worth mentioning. The Switch version, we did that, so we were the ones that ported it, and so we hop back on it. No, we love Double Dragon. I mean, that's why there's a Bobo and Marion and the Lee brothers and everything in River City. So I hope we get to. I think eventually, we would love to do another one
Nice,
for sure.
confirmed.
Wow. Put words in people's mouths. Wow. Was that confirmed? Okay, thank you. What?
And that is one of those things, like it's hard to even talk about like any like, hey, what would you want to do? We can't ever say it because we probably already pitched it kind of thing. But other than that, like if I could do more of like a straight beat 'em up, like something like Double Dragon, yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that, because that's one thing I tell people about like the River City Girls franchise that we're doing. How you were saying like, oh, that took me like 7 hours to get through a beat 'em up. This is a long beat 'em up. It's a beat 'em up in gameplay, but it's almost like a weird RPG kind of like action platformer beat 'em up thing. So it's not, or free roaming. I don't really know what it is, but the core mechanics, are beat 'em up.
That's true, River
But
City.
other than that,
Yep.
No,
That's true,
That
River
is
City.
River City.
I will say, like, since Marion is playable in River City Girls 2, and we have story elements around all the characters, that did kind of make us think again, because it's like, once you start talking about her backstory and the Lee brothers and all that, so there's a little bit about all that stuff in the game. It definitely makes us kind of nostalgic, like we should do another Double Dragon game. That's one we'd have to talk to Ark about. That they own that, but hopefully someday I would love to see us do another
That
one.
would be
All you
incredible.
got to do is
We'll
have
give you guys
DLC with a
We're
garage.
ready to
opens.
announce it. We'll give you the exclusive.
What's that?
We'll let you guys know first.
Oh, yes.
We'll let you guys know first. We'll give you the exclusive.
Oh
announcement.
yes,
Okay.
please. Oh, that'd be amazing.
I got a
Happy
quick
with
question.
like we'll text
Just have to
you.
open.
We'll text you at like 3 a.m.
Please,
No, that'll
perfect.
work.
We'll take it. That'll
Wake
work.
me up.
That's fine.
You up?
Wake me
We'll
up.
be
I don't care.
Because then
You up?
whoever's up at the time will text everybody else. So
Yep.
yeah,
Oh, yeah. We will not
Or
fall
we'll
back to
get
sleep.
that'd be awesome news. You guys can't talk too much about this, but I'm gonna ask you one question.
Don't do it.
Oh, come
Don't do
on,
it.
man.
Don't
Don't
do
do
it.
Check it out. Advanced Wars 1 and 2 Reboot Camp.
guy.
Did Nintendo approach you, or did you approach them with that? How did that thing happen?
Hang happen.
Honestly, we can't
Can't
even
go into it.
talk about
That's
that
okay.
stuff. Yeah, all we can say is it's really cool. I'm super proud of it. Some footage got shown today, and yeah, you guys are gonna love it. It was a really good experience, and we're super proud to have done it. But yeah, we can't even get into those details.
Can't wait to play it.
I have a real fast question.
I have part 2.
No,
Forget-
dude, no, ain't no part 2 in that
Part two,
because
questions.
no, since with beat 'em ups, there's been a lot of beat 'em ups coming out, especially Streets of Rage 4, and the cool thing they did was make the game for players, which I haven't seen. Did you guys ever think about doing that ever, or is that just not going to fit would it not fit the mechanics of the game?
It all depends on how, like, performance wise. Like, even the first game we wanted to do online multiplayer, it just wasn't feasible. So I mean, I want to have this be like 8 people. I don't.
Imagine.
That'll be a first.
But I mean, right now, no plans. Right now, just let's get the game running as smooth as we can, so people can actually play with a buddy.
Nice. That 5-player level 857 game is going to be hard enough to try and get out there.
Yo.
Exactly.
Yo, we're gonna be putting on River City Underground on the channel actually very, very soon. So
Yeah, we gotta run through that.
gonna get a 4-player on that because that's still
It's been a while for me to play that too. I haven't
that's
touched
still
that game in years.
that's like top 3 beat 'em up I've played.
And I get to play my
That's
character
awesome.
again in River City Girls too, though.
Yeah.
Get to do my breakdancing on you.
Yep. Dope characters. Man.
Another quick question. Have you
Now we're
guys
done. It's over.
Have you guys gotten requests to do a Rescue Rangers remastered?
Oh yeah, I mean, so that when we finish DuckTales, that's all anybody asks
That's the one.
That's a dope one.
because that game is
Yeah, it is.
awesome.
It's
So yeah,
incredible.
no,
It is.
I would love to. I would love to see us do that. That's definitely something that we want to do at some point. I think that's the natural follow-up to
think so,
DuckTales for sure.
Not two. And
If that one does great, Darkwing Duck is next.
No,
Oh,
not
come
Darkwing.
on,
That's
man.
not
I don't think
even in the
anyone-
category.
anyone play no
Not
Darkwing
even in the
Duck.
category. You know this.
Oh man.
Yeah, even in like side games that I did before, like Way Forward, there is like a lot of gameplay elements that I took from Rescue Rangers because I absolutely love that game. So
Interesting.
if we ever did one, I would be down for that.
That was fire.
Hell
I
yeah.
met anybody that disliked
Confirmed.
that game.
You heard it here
Word
first.
is
You
exclusive.
heard it here
Word is
first.
exclusive.
All of the worst.
I hope they forget about these confirmations.
It's not confirmed. It's not confirmed.
In the next 2 years when we have them on again.
But DuckTales is truly underrated. People didn't give we need to bring that to the light again.
Yeah.
Like DuckTales is amazing.
Oh, it's incredible.
Especially if you like the original. It's an
Incredible.
outstanding remake.
And I haven't met anybody that disliked Chippendales.
Chippendales is better, but
it's a
Co-op, man. It's all
Two
about
players.
the co-op.
Yeah.
Co-op, man.
Chippendales 2 is not good though.
No, it's not good.
No,
It really
it's
is
not
not
good.
good. They
No, it
dropped
was
the ball with that.
DuckTales 2. So they hit a home run with the first.
That's upsetting.
But you guys will make it better if you
Hell
had
yeah.
a chance, Disney Afternoon,
Yep.
Disney
collection.
So we got
Tailspin?
Chip Tail, we got to do Double Dragon. We got to do more River City. We'll keep a list.
He's
and
keeping notes like
new
that.
stuff. You guys can do new stuff too. Just surprises. Everything y'all do is golden.
2025.
Everything y'all do is golden. So it doesn't matter what's next. We're gonna be checking it out. So
Now, guys, I got one last question.
questions.
on
Oh
my-
my god, dude. We gotta go, man.
I gotta get this out. This is one of my dreams right here. All right? They talked about Arc System Works. They talked about Dragon Ball Fighter Z. They do beat 'em ups amazing. They are probably the premier studio when it comes to making beat 'em ups on
Street Fighter
modern
2
day
beat 'em up.
consoles. So I want
Street
to
Fighter
I know what he's. Nope. I know what
I
he's
know.
saying.
So I want to ask you guys this question. Would you guys mind pitching to Arc System Works and maybe working in collab with them to develop a Guardian Heroes Dragon Ball style game, plays similar to Dragon Ball Fighter Z, but has your beat 'em up mechanics? I think that would be a great idea if you guys collab.
Oh, you've
on
been
that.
thinking about this for a while.
Dude,
dude.
that
That
was
was
very
very,
specific.
that was
Really
mad
specific.
specific. I thought you
How
were gonna
in the
say
hell?
Dragon Ball Sagas
That's
part
what I
2 or
thought.
something, but
That's what
like
I
you
thought.
went full Guardian Heroes.
No,
and
they
shit.
work with Arc System Works. They're like the
They're
top
gonna
of the
answer, like-
line beat 'em up. So I think that would be perfect.
So all you had to say was,
I just recorded this. I'll just.
Yeah. See, Bannon's on
That
top
was-
of
that
it,
was the
man.
The
It's right
passion
there.
is there, so they
That
don't
was
even
your
have to
pitch.
say it now.
Well, actually, that's a good point. You guys bring up like brawlers and beat 'em up. So the other game that we got coming out soon, Dawn of the Monsters, which we worked on with 13 AM, is a kaiju brawler. So if you guys like brawlers, beat 'em ups, and you want to be like skyscraper tall monsters
some
beating the
of that
crap out of
footage,
each other,
Yes, I saw that. Looks
that
good.
one's really cool. That one's coming out soon. So that's another good one.
King of the Monsters 3 confirmed.
Yo, dude.
That's another franchise.
oh man.
Wow.
But so when are the dates for these games that you have coming out? When River City Girls 0 and River City Girls 2 coming out, so everybody knows?
So River City Girls 0 comes out Monday in just a few days on Switch. And it comes out a little bit later on all the other platforms. If you want the physical one with all the special stuff, including action figures, you can go to Limited Run Games right now. River City Girls 2, which Bannon is finishing up, comes out this summer. And then Dawn of the Monsters, I don't know if we've done a release date on that one yet, but that comes out very soon, and that's on all the platforms.
Nice.
So that's the 14th, which is Monday.
You guys have been busy, very busy.
Oh yeah.
Yep, Valentine's
Yeah,
Day.
never stop.
And they can't even tell us about everything, so they're still way busier than they say.
That's great.
So a lot of way
Yeah.
forward, love.
We got a lot of stuff not announced, and the stuff that we don't have announced, you guys will flip over.
Yeah,
so.
I saw. I saw an article. I saw an article.
They gotta go.
On NintendoLife.com where you guys said that you're working on like a dream lineup of unannounced stuff. I can't wait to hear about it.
Oh, my
It's gotta be crazy.
Nice.
It's good.
I mean,
it's real.
I'm already working on the other thing, and it's one of my favorite things of all time. so.
my heart hurts. My heart hurts.
You guys have any job openings? Let's go. Sounds like a great studio to work for.
And I like how Adam said you're going to flip over it. I imagine one of you guys going, "Oh, tailspin."
We all know Tailspin's not something you guys will pick up.
That wasn't that bad though.
He's
That
bad
wasn't
luck,
that
though.
bad.
He's bad
game.
luck, though.
It was okay. It was okay.
It's okay.
It's no chip day.
That's hilarious.
Oh man.
Wow. Wow.
That's awesome.
Can't wait for the
Awesome.
announcements.
Oh,
man.
dude.
Can't
Hell
wait
yeah,
for
man.
River City 2 and River City 0, dude. I'm playing all these.
No, they're gonna be on the channel. We just have to pick out who's playing what and get those overlays done. Get them out of there.
I don't know what you just said, but yeah, what's going on? But all right,
So guys, where can everybody find you if they want to tell you what games they want to see?
give you their list of things that they want.
You can find me on the Level 857 podcast on YouTube right now. I don't have too much social media stuff. I'm on Instagram. I mean, I'm the only Bannon Rudis in the world. You can just find me and search me, and you'll find me. I can't hide.
No, just check out Way Forward. Way Forward on Twitter, Way Forward on Facebook, all that stuff. We have lots of cool trailers coming out right now. The next trailer for River City Zero is one of my favorite trailers we've done. So yeah, keep watching. We're gonna share a lot of cool stuff soon.
He basically said, "Google me."
That's all you need to do.
That's all you
Mic
need.
drop.
Throw the name down.
You know us.
the only one.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us on our podcast
Hell yeah.
here, man.
It's an honor.
That's right,
We
man.
appreciate your time.
Yeah, man,
Until
thanks
next,
again.
until the next 100 podcasts.
No, number 299. We're reserving for you guys again.
Nah,
Maybe summertime. Though.
I have a feeling they're gonna announce something. I'm gonna be like, "Hey, no, we gotta talk about this."
We gotta be calling you.
They're gonna be like, "We're busy. We're busy."
I'm like, "No, you're not."
All right, but we have the podcast at least has to have a 9 at the end.
Yes, all right.
At
We'll,
least a 9.
We'll just count different on just that one.
we'll count it.
It'll be a special
go way
podcast.
up.
It'll be an extra.
It'll be
one.
99 something.
Yeah.
I love how pro you are at screaming at the mic. You always
back.
turn away from
Yep.
the mic.
Oh yeah.
Don't
You
want to
turn
peek.
away
Don't
when
want
you
to
do
peek,
that.
man. Don't wanna
Pro
peek.
streamer.
I've
Took
done it too
years
many.
to learn.
I've done it too many times. They're like, "Yo, you're peeking." I'm like, "All right, let's do it over here then."
Just like we
years.
can't peek at the games y'all are working on, we don't peek the mics.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
man. Oh,
We're ending with that.
Yeah, what a way to
what a way
take
to
the energy
Yeah,
out of
that was
everything,
it.
dude.
Yikes.
Great.
It's a way to get it over with.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude.
Now they don't want to come back. Thanks. Appreciate that, Jay.
All right, guys. Thank you once again.
Thanks
Yeah,
so much,
Thank you,
guys.
Yep.
Peace.
Thanks so much for having us.
Absolutely, man.
Thank you.
Way forward, man.
Absolutely.
Adam
man.
and
That was
Bannon.
cool.
Cool peeps, man. They're doing the damn thing, coming out with dope games all the time. I'm excited for River City too. Man. I'm so excited.
It's coming soon.
Dude, I always, every time we have them on, I get these little double dragon hints, and it's bothering me. It's bothering me.
It's been a long time, man.
They're taunting me with the smiles on their faces.
They make exciting stuff. So every time they're making something new, no matter what it is, I get excited.
Whenever they say they're working on something, it's just exciting.
Yeah.
It's dope every
it's good.
time.
I'm still
dope
looking
every
forward to
time.
that level 857 beat 'em up.
It's gonna happen one day. You know it is.
2025.
Yo,
There's only certain.
There's a beat 'em up maker. We can try.
A beat 'em up maker.
gotta
There's
be
only a
four.
certain amount of. There's only a
If
certain
not-
amount of publishers slash developers that every time they come out with a game, it's a banger every time.
Yeah.
I swear, if if I throw on one of their games and like one of us is in the background, I'm
I
like,
will
get
freak.
the fuck out of here!
I will
No way,
freak.
Dude, if there was a pixelated post, I'd go crazy.
I'm
I don't
like,
care if
yo.
the characters you move.
I want to be like those stupid, the NPCs in the background. When
Oh,
you-
yeah,
you
in the
swing
crowd.
them and they go like this.
In the
like
crowd,
this.
you get
Yeah,
scared.
I'll be that guy.
With a microphone. Wait, what?
Oh yeah, I'll trip over something.
Yeah, make me goofy as hell.
That's a lot of animation though. So you don't have
Maybe that's why he asked what type of.
what characters you want to
what
be.
characters you
Oh
want.
yeah.
You
You
never
got
know.
4 defaults and a wrestler.
He's like that's
In the
easy.
background.
Fantastic.
In the background.
He's like that's easy enough to do.
That would be good. That'd be
4
cool.
defaults and a wrestler. Hey,
4
done.
defaults and a wrestler.
Done.
Wow.
Pretty much.
I gotta be faster than y'all.
You mad?
Oh
slow.
man. Yeah, I can be
Now,
skinny and
now
tall.
you got the longest range, right? If they can only do 4 characters, Al's gonna get on Chalk's back.
What?
What?
Al's gonna get on
Well, that's
the-
hard,
All right,
man.
we finishing this
Come on,
conversation.
dude.
Jay's
You gotta
got
stop.
the
You gotta
Conversation's
stop.
over.
You gotta stop.
What's the game?
Conversation's over.
And what the hell's the matter with you?
What's the
Talking-
commando? What's that game with the dude with the baby on the neck?
Baby on the neck.
Captain.
Captain Commando.
Captain
Captain
Yeah.
Commando.
Yeah,
He
what, you want to
said,
be like
I
that
would
type
lose
of
my
character?
shit.
You want to be like that type of
You would
character?
lose your shit. I would lose my shit. Dude.
Al, what was your comment? What was the deal about what?
I was gonna say, what was your deal about? We got specific instructions not to ask a question, and then you go and freaking ask.
He said I can't. He said I can't.
Well, he
answer.
was still there. He was still sitting. He did not leave yet.
Well, he had to be,
Yeah, I
polite. Obviously,
He
You're on
said,
the
he
freaking
said
live,
well,
so it's
they'll
like,
let
come
us
on.
know what they can and can't. You know how
I'm surprised they didn't walk out on that.
you know
question.
how Lucy does. You know, we ask a question, she just does that face when she can't answer.
Oh, yeah,
It's
just like-
you know.
She gives us the face like these motherfuckers. They can.
Try to
She
get
never,
me
she
fired.
never acknowledged anything. No, she's good at it.
No, they're pros.
Yeah.
They're all pros.
Because they've been asked the same question
It's,
over and over.
it's that NDA contract.
Yep. They're like, you ain't taking away my paper.
If they say
Exactly.
something right that they're not supposed to say, Nintendo will take their site offline.
Damn. And threaten their family.
It's like-
Nintendo, like, yeah,
I'd love
man.
to see the day
It's
where
like
they
a
just go-
gang.
Well,
No,
you ask a question.
No,
and
Nintendo's down with the Yakuza. I was just about to say the same thing.
Wow. Wow.
I'd love to see the
Moving
day
on.
where you ask a question that they already told you don't ask, and then they go, "I hate you."
They should have just said,
I hate
You know what? The reaction is
Right
enough,
on.
though. The reaction
Oh,
to the
dude.
question is enough for me.
No,
you would have seen his screen
the
turn
reaction from
zero.
us
Nothing.
looking at you like, "Are you really gonna ask this?"
That's-
Especially when you say, I know it's a question we're not supposed to ask,
but I'm gonna say it anyway.
but I'm going to ask this
I'm like,
just to see the
That's
face.
like, don't hit the red button. Okay, let me hit this red button.
yeah.
Let me just
see
hit it
what I
fast. Let me just hit it fast.
It was like Groot in Guardians of the Galaxy
Yeah.
too. He was like, I am Groot.
Why would you hit that?
Good way to treat guests, guys.
Lucky it wasn't a self-destruct button.
That's true. That's true.
I'm out of here, guys.
And what they said, we specifically asked them. That's the last time we go on the show.
Yo, we
I
got a
would
message.
love- I
Oh
would
shit!
love-
Wait, we just got a message. No, we still not.
I would love to be a fly on the room. I would love to know.
Damn, you fucked that up.
I'd love to be a fly on
I'd
the
like to be a
room.
fly on a room.
on the
Fly
wall.
on a roof.
Fly on the wall. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, fly in the room. Fly.
I'll leave the wall
No,
on
I could
fly.
be a fly in the room. I can still hear stuff if I'm flying around. I would love to know, though, who approached who, how they landed that, though, man.
this.
Advance
Perfect
Wars is big.
Well, we need to
Nintendo
get
doesn't
Nintendo.
work
We
with
need to-
anybody. You know
we need
what
to
I'm
get
saying?
Nintendo here to ask them.
No, yeah, let's get Shiggy on there. Let's get Shiggy on here. Let's get a
Shiggy with
Noma. Yeah, we'll get Shiggy on
Get
here.
Shiggy with it.
Yeah, getting Shiggy with it, you know? Get his translator on. We'll get them drunk. It'll be fun.
So we can talk about some games we've been playing.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know what we can do. We can transition right into that.
Let's start with Big Chalk.
I bought Ball Rush for Nintendo Switch,
Ball.
Joe, the name.
Ball
The
rush.
name is horrible, man.
and it's slightly harder than it looks.
Really?
Yeah.
What is it
'cause
again?
That looks
I mean,
simple
we
as
just
shit.
saw- we
I
just saw the
remember.
trailer, but I don't
It's a
remember.
simple concept.
As a 3D ball where you have to like.
Oh,
knock down,
yes,
like
when
you
you
go
go
You
through
can
the-
only touch
The
your
white
color.
Oh, so
your
anything
color.
white.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you can't touch anything that's not.
Was it $2?
It was $1.
A
So
dollar.
Is it like
Okay.
Marble Madness almost kind of where it's like the controls?
I never really
scheme?
played Marble Madness, but you just use your
Super Monkey Ball.
the
So it's
analog
like that?
to control it.
Have you ever played that Super Monkey Ball?
Nope.
Is it similar? Oh shit.
I never played Super Monkey Ball, but yeah, it's scrolling. It's like pretty much on rails.
They have it on the phone. It's definitely on the phone.
Probably.
I've seen the game on the phone.
Okay, all right.
I don't know if it's called that, but I've seen the game on the phone.
Oh,
Yeah.
But yeah, it's cool.
it looked good.
It's something to kill time.
It didn't
And,
look bad, and then the price
Does
was
it run
right.
at 120 frames per second? Because it's
Dude, what the hell? The price was right though. No, the price was right. What was it? $2?
$1. He said
That
it
was
$1.
$1.
Oh,
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
$1.
hey, that's
That's-
you get your money's worth.
Hell yeah.
Freaking what was it? One person story? That was $1. Dude, perfect. Awesome game. Awesome game for $1. Awesome.
Can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong.
Simple ass game. You can
It's
play it on
crazy
your
how
phone,
many
too.
games are that cheap.
But
Knowing what goes into making anything. Way more than $1. I don't care what the game is. It
hold
could be a
on,
text
Stallion
adventure.
just came back from the bathroom break. What was the game you played?
I didn't
again?
wash my hands either.
He didn't dry his hands.
I was playing Ball Rush.
Oh, you all up on those balls.
Russian.
You're rushing
Oh,
those
Ball
balls.
Rush.
Pause.
But yeah, it's that game that we saw on the eShop. It was the game for $1.
It was a 3D.
Oh, yes,
it was
yes.
a 3D
Oh,
game.
it was kind of cool. Was it?
It
Was
was
it?
cool.
Was it choppy though, or no?
No, it wasn't.
It was
it's
just
not
a
choppy at
trailer.
all.
It's a trailer.
Yeah,
it
it's
was.
clean. It's clean.
It looked fun actually.
It's a simple game.
You good at it?
No, not yet. But I played Smash Ultimate for Fighter Fridays. Well, no, I didn't play Smash Ultimate. I just showed up on the stage and left very quickly.
That's pretty much what
Y'all
happened.
fight
Smash
amongst
Ultimate.
yourselves.
Yeah,
Well, who'd
like,
you use?
I'm
What
just spectating.
I'm hosting.
What was your
Yeah.
character tonight?
I was using Byleth. I used Ganondorf. I used Roy. I used Wolf. What else did I use?
But who was the guy who got like the best at, like, who almost won?
Probably
Almost
Ganondorf.
won?
Probably Ganondorf.
Ganondorf
Ganondorf
almost
was close.
won.
Okay.
Oh, Sephiroth almost won one too, but this motherfucker slapped me
Oh,
off.
word! I was like, "Now you are not going to stand there and watch this fight. You're gonna die slow."
Nah, it was fast.
That's true.
But yeah, that was fun, man. That was fun. And the usual suspects: Halo, Forza.
I still got to get back to those. There's so many freaking games I haven't gotten back to them at all.
Yeah,
I'm gonna forget how to play Halo. I mean, how could you? But there's new stuff.
Yo,
Hey.
Michael Westmoreland, thank you for the super chat, man.
Thank you,
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you.
Good to see
Yeah,
you,
man.
Appreciate
just
it,
see,
Mike.
Just see the interview, right, man?
Just saw it now.
Yes, sir.
And I just what else did I play? I turned on Gears 5. but I didn't actually play. I just wanted to see what it looked like.
I turned on your phone.
I wanted to reminisce.
So, what does it look like?
I do that sometimes. In
It
games.
looks cool.
I turn it on just
It's
to,
cool. It's cool. All right, I'm good.
just to see.
I wanted to get the feeling of the music.
Yeah.
All
So yeah,
right.
that's it.
Awesome.
How about you?
Play a little Halo with Chalk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just play a little
How come I
Halo.
don't jump in on these games?
You need to jump on also, man. It was a lot of fun.
Pause.
You know, Chalk is really good at that. You know, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. You know, but it was really fun. Smash Friday came through with 23rd Styling was great. Shout out to Kenny Maximum for dropping in there.
Yeah, Kenny Max.
Some skill, you know,
He's good. He's very good.
we had
Shout
some
out-
regulars
shout
in
out to
there.
Kenny.
Big
Shout out to
Mike
Kenny.
with the King K rule. Danny was in there. A lot of people. Was in
Yeah,
there.
a
I
lot
got to
people.
get rid of Kincaid Rule. He can't be in the game no more.
People catching on to him. He was taking some L's.
Was he?
Yeah,
Okay.
people are starting to get on. They're starting to understand what he does, and he's better pick another character.
Yeah, you gotta complain at Sakurai. It's Sakurai's fault. You know, you gotta play it, but you know the characters are in the
not his
game.
fault.
Someone play with a character. You just gotta find strategies around them. You know,
Yeah,
there's ways the way to do it. I found a strategy around, blast him in the fucking mouth. You know, so it's just like
Wow.
you know,
Wow. In the mouth.
in the mouth. I had
it was. He did.
I had Hero. I put a fireball in his mouth. I had Samus. I put a plasma ball in his mouth. So next
No,
time,
you put that
Ball
shit in
in
his
his
chest.
mouth.
I put his chest.
Yeah,
All I heard was
when
the
you're a
ball in his
Samus, you
mouth.
put that shit in his chest.
I put it straight in his chest. Okay, so the fireball was in his mouth and the plasma ball was in his chest. So you know it happens like that.
The
It happens
passion
like
is
that.
real.
So the only different game I played in the wild was Ace Attorney's Ace Attorney Chronicles. I was playing and I fell asleep, but it's I fell asleep on a train. No, this is the thing. I love Ace Attorney games. I love Dragon Quest, but they put me this. There's parts in the games where the pacing puts me to sleep. I love them. I'll always buy them. But I was reading text and I was like,
If you're tired, you're tired. man.
Yeah, reading, man.
Sometimes you just doze
gotta
off
read.
and you
Reading's
stop.
overrated.
I just recently learned that reading is fun sometimes.
Recently learned how to read.
Stories are great. And
just don't
character
get anything
development. It's the text, you know, because you're clicking around and stuff, right? And you're trying to click everything and make sure you progress and push the narrative forward. And there was this one little item. It was a guitar, and I thought I pressed it. I didn't, so I'm clicking all around the screen, making sure I clicked it to progress. And I was like, oh, I finally got. I'm progressing the story, and I was like. so tomorrow I'll be able to continue from that part, but it's a good game. It is a good game.
All right. All right.
Anything else, or that's it?
Nah, that's pretty much, Smash Ultimate. It's Smash Friday. No, you're
Okay.
right. Harris Maris is right. Smash tier lists, they're not reliable.
They're bullshit.
They are BS, man. Link is never a top tier character, but I put swords in their asses all the time.
Link's
So,
not that-
yeah,
Link's
it's
not
like,
that good.
wow.
Pause.
Put
Come on, man. All the time. It just sounds no lube. No lube.
What a clip. What a clip. I'm glad I'm not a part of that.
No lube. That's all him on that one. He's solo. Solo on
You
that.
won't catch me even repeating it.
Sponsored by
Roll back the footage.
Oh no, the footage
Somebody
will.
will.
It'll be rolled back. Oh yeah, it'll be rolled back.
If not, hey, we're on Twitch, somebody clip them.
No, I think I've beaten every top tier character that they said. I've beaten them with Link. I've beaten the pro top tier characters with Link. So it's like, what the hell? And with Richter. So,
Most
get
people,
outta here
because
with that
most
guy.
people were top tier, they just pick those characters because they have the most advantages. Mm-hmm. That's what it is.
Yep.
Because when I pick the characters I pick, they're like, "Why you pick those characters? No, not top tier." It's like, because I like the fucking character, dude. The fuck?
But there's a way around your moves.
There's always a
Because there's
way.
a cheap character that can counteract everything you do.
I think Little Mac is a low tier character, man.
is.
I've gotten
he is. He's
elite with
very
him
low.
several times, and I still beat people with Little Mac, even though he's like,
You can't get back on the
His
stage for
recovery is
shit.
trash.
no,
No.
they're like,
It's much better than it was in
No.
Wii U. I'll give you that.
a lot of
Much
people are
better.
like, "Did you find something cheap with that character? Oh, cool. Now I could pick him." That's
Top
what it
tier.
is. That's what it is.
All right. That's all.
That's
what
it.
you did?
That's it.
Okay.
that's it. That's it.
So I played on Thursday. I played Bloodborne Demake, otherwise known as Bloodborne PSX.
Or Nightmare Creatures.
Bloodborne.
It looks like actually it does look like
looked
Nightmare.
exactly like it, man.
Bloodborne.
I didn't know there was a 60 frames per second like polished version that you can pick on there. It runs mad smooth. It runs mad smooth, and I was like, I can't even play this like this. It doesn't look right.
No, you have to play it like the way
I gotta
it's meant.
play it 30 frames, like
Yeah.
weird looking and stuff.
Yes.
I was
PS1.
I was surprised by how close they made the game.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously there's different loading points and some of the maps are different.
Okay.
And it the thing about Bloodborne is that if you played it, you remember every nook and cranny of the stage. Whenever you turn, you know where the enemy is. You know where everything is in the game.
Really?
Yes.
That accurate?
Yeah, no. I'm saying when you play it,
Like I'm saying as far
the
as
original.
the remake.
No. When you play the original, you learn the game that way.
Okay.
Like you know everything in the game. So when you play the D-Make, you know everything that's different.
D.
Oh, I see.
Everything is
what you're saying. I
different.
see what you're saying.
So I'm like,
Okay.
this turn was not here. What is this? And then this ball is not here. What is this? Oh, this part is that part. So you see them piece together the areas.
Okay.
But it's a little different in how you get to it, and it throws you off a lot. Like, yo, I'm
Really?
lost. Yeah, because you don't even realize you memorize the game. That's how you get through the game. You have to know where every enemy is, for the most part. You'll go through it over and over and
I've
over.
never played the game, but
It's
I'm
so good,
intrigued.
and it made me want to play the original again, just because I'm like, if I'm gonna waste my time playing the old looking
Said
one,
waste.
no, I'm saying if you're playing the old one, it's exactly like the new
Yeah.
one.
Well, you beat the other one.
I
right?
did, yeah.
So yeah.
And this one was just as hard, but I mean, I got killed by the second boss. I
I'm
was so
surprised it was made,
So
man.
close.
I'm surprised
That's
they made it. I
that's
was
what
like,
I'm
wow.
talking about.
It's
man.
not the whole game though. It's not the whole game. I think it's just the first two bosses.
But that's fanfare,
But it's
man.
so
Still,
crazy that they made that, and it's so crazy that they allowed them to finish that because I'm surprised it came out
It's
for
not,
free.
it's not the whole game or no?
No, not the whole
Oh,
game.
okay.
No, that'd be impossible. Not they would.
That's
They
probably
would
why.
Yeah,
They would
One
come
it's like
together.
a demo. It's like a demo, but they did it so good.
It looks good though. It looked good.
Yeah, I was very surprised it came out.
And as somebody that's never played Bloodborne, I'm like,
I'm
played-
so waiting for.
I remember
one
Nightmare-
of you guys to play it.
I remember Nightmare Creatures, and I'm like, that shit
Nightmare
reminded
Creatures
me
was
of
not
that.
good though.
But I know, but
It wasn't
that's a
that
product
good.
of its time. But I'm like,
No, I know.
why wouldn't they make a like
Well,
those
that
like,
license is probably dead. Like they came out
Yeah?
with two of them, yeah.
Oh.
And I don't remember it making money.
I don't remember it being really good either. But
But I recommend people picking that up. It's free if you have nostalgia for PlayStation 1 and you like the ugly polygons. It looks just like that.
It does.
But they have all the voices. It's crazy because they use the same. They use the sounds. They use the same voices and the same sounds. I'm like, they
Was
let
it-
them do this without getting sued.
was it lo-fi though? Did
No,
they,
no,
they didn't
no.
add
It was crisp. No,
Oh,
no.
really?
They took the sounds perfect.
Oh,
Yeah. And then I tested out the PlayStation Nightly Core on the Mister, which is not. It's a beta right now, not a master. I know someone's gonna say it.
I would
know.
never say that.
Yeah.
I've
say
never
that
have.
all the time.
Never have.
Every
So-
single
It's
time.
not my character.
I was testing the PlayStation out on it. It's not finished. I was very surprised by how much they got. Like it's you can play certain games on it. You can play Castlevania Symphony of the Night, all music, everything, perfect.
Nice.
And it plays perfect. I can't wait until this core is done. I played Ridge Racer. It didn't have music yet, but you could play the game, and it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous what they did on there. And then I tried some arcades on there, and I tried Cyberbots by Capcom. It's Cyberbots Full Metal Madness.
Yes.
I don't remember the game ever being in the arcades over here. It was not popular.
But every what is it? The fucking
One of the
image-
characters.
Every image that I've
Yeah.
seen on the like Raspberry Pi emulators, like that game is always there in the arcade for MAME.
Thanks for the super chat, Mike.
Yo, thanks
you,
again,
Mike.
Mike.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate
Thank
that.
We'll hear
A
the
large
sound in a little
pause
bit.
button.
Swords out here going crazy places in these streets. All this covers buying a larger pause button.
There you go. I was gonna say it's delayed.
There definitely needs to be a large pause button.
You got these swords are all over the
Yeah.
place, man.
But
We'll do a graphic.
going back,
Pause
yeah, it should be a graphic. It should be a thing on
Yes.
Twitch. Like
Yes.
you can just pop a pause button.
Oh, it needs to be. Yeah, hell yeah.
We all have
Can't do it.
access to it.
Can't do it
Yeah,
on
we
YouTube.
all have access to it.
Like, yo,
pause.
pause.
But going back to Cyberbots, that game is so broken. I don't know how to play it, and like I just found a move to get through it. It's so hard to beat. I beat the game though. I didn't stream it. It would have been embarrassing. Like the way they beat you in the game is so embarrassingly weird, and like it's not an easy game to beat. And I found a way to beat the cheapest bosses, cheaper than SNK, but like they will whip your ass in seconds. And I don't understand.
You cheated.
Oh no, I found moves that can get them, but it was it was hard to even get a move on them. And I was like, "Is this not the boss? This is
But
the
you
boss. Oh
find
wait, no, this
glitches.
is the boss. This is the boss. No, I should be hired for that." But
No,
they
you
got
should.
stuck in the wall. Jay's like,
it was
yeah.
weird.
hacking them
Look, the
motherfucking
way you
pieces.
pick your characters, it's not like they have like 6 characters to pick through or something like that, right? You pick through different tiers of a robot, like the upper body, mid body, and lower body, and you can mix them up,
Sounds like Cyborg Justice.
kind of like that. But per character, you can pick that. So it's not like you have a character that does something. You can make all those characters do the same shit. But
A lot like Cyborg Justice.
man, I don't recommend it.
I hear
but
pain in your voice.
it was very painful. But when you get far enough in the game, you want to see if you can get through it. Especially if it's something that's like that painful. Not wasting my time getting up to the boss and then quitting on that. So
Yeah,
I
that
got
doesn't make sense.
it was a weird story.
It's
I
two
picked a
players,
weird
though,
character.
right?
It's a beat 'em up. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
called-
fighter.
yeah,
It's not called. It's not a beat 'em up. It's a
Why
fighter.
should be
fighter.
the Why should
Oh,
be
okay.
the sequel to Cyborg Justice?
Dude, it was so
Cyber
weird though. I never played it, but
might be
I
thinking of
don't
a
want to
different
play
game.
it again.
One of the characters is in Marvel vs. Capcom.
The guy in the white, yeah.
Jin.
Yep.
I'm thinking
That's
of,
where I seen them at.
my
But
bad.
I also bought Sifu. I have that. I
I
have
thought you
not
said
played it yet.
seafood. I'm like, who the
That's
fuck
seafood.
cares?
I thought you hate seafood.
I was gonna say the same thing. Like, Jay, you don't like seafood?
Yeah.
So
No, I've
I was
been-
going to play Resident Evil 4 with the higher grade textures on Thursday tomorrow, but since I have seafood,
Seafood,
I'm
yeah.
gonna play seafood tomorrow. So I got to get in on that.
Shit.
I heard that game whips people's ass.
I clicked around other
They
people's
are getting
playthroughs.
beat down.
And there's like serious timing things.
You have to learn it.
It reminded
and
me
you
like
will learn it.
like it's like a Fury type of game. Like you're gonna get your if you,
you got
don't
to
learn
get in a mode.
if you're not in
and
that
you have to
mode,
be
turn it
ill.
off. Turn it off.
You have to be ill.
That would be a perfect Fighter Fridays.
Nah, it's gonna be a, it's gonna be
He's
a,
playing it tomorrow.
it's gonna be a Fighter
Chalk.
Thursday. It's gonna be a,
He's playing it tomorrow.
Chuck's not
it's
gonna.
gonna be a,
No.
It's gonna be a Thrasher Thursdays.
Thrasher Thursday.
Hell
See,
yeah.
look, he's taking over your shit, man.
Nah,
There's
You
quite a
gonna
few,
let him do that,
there's quite a few
Possible.
brawlers I want to do and fighting games that you will not touch. I'm gonna play. So
Possible.
I'm gonna just have to take that
Damn,
over.
man.
Michael's looking forward to seeing seafood and seafood.
Hey,
Yeah.
you're not gonna see seafood
see
from
that?
me. You will see seafood.
Nah, you should play
Nope, I
seafood
do not like
while
seafood.
eating seafood.
I
think-
should play seafood.
yes.
I know. I knew you were gonna say it, but
so
I don't
is
want
Is he
to.
allergic to seafood?
So this is a
I might as well
channel.
be. I might as well be allergic to it because I ain't eating it.
This is a mukbang channel now.
I remember how pissed you were at the time. Remember was it that? It was a long time ago, and it was the crab, the crab wontons, and you were like, "What is this?" I'm like, "Oh, it's cheese or whatever." It's cheese. You were like,
It's always cheese.
and you were eating. You ate like half the damn thing, and then
Until you told him what it
And
was. He
I
probably,
would not.
he probably
you were
likes
so
the shit.
pissed. You were
Nope,
so
crab
pissed.
doesn't taste like cheese.
You
I
were
would not
so
fall
pissed.
for that.
You did fall. You ate half
I'll
the damn
bite.
thing.
Those
You
are
were
so
like,
good. Crab dumplings.
That
oh,
shit
God.
is fucking awesome.
Yeah, they're good.
That shit is awesome.
Oh my God.
Anyway,
I like 'em.
Lobster mac and cheese.
Oh god.
Fire.
woo.
Fire.
But yeah.
Start. I haven't eaten nothing.
Video
I
game
bought-
channel. We
breakfast.
talking about lobster mac and cheese.
I know, right?
You don't know what's gonna happen on this
Hell
channel.
yeah, man. Seafood.
That shit's
I
fire.
bought. I pre-ordered seafood and I didn't get to play it yet because I had to work. But yeah, definitely happening tomorrow.
I'll beat that shit in like 2 tries.
Hell yeah, man.
Yo, you know my timing? My timing
Not
lately,
really,
man.
nope, not
Dude,
really.
I've heard people with 70 years old in the second stage.
Because they suck.
You age when you die. So you,
Oh wait,
Yeah.
I'm an old school
you get more
player.
powerful. You get more powerful because you get more knowledge and stuff like that as you get older.
so
But you slower.
experience.
But
You're old.
you're older, so you'll be weaker and stuff like it'll. Yeah, it's weird. It's
That's an
such a
interesting
weird game.
dynamic. That's cool.
Yeah, but
cool.
you get special things for beating it without losing, like without getting.
That's-
If
that's
you beat the
some-
game
that's some
before like
crazy
21 or something, you get like awards and stuff.
That's some crazy shit.
But I have seen people that got their ass whipped beat the first stage without dying, so you do get better.
Dude, that's crazy.
You do get better.
Man, I'd run through that shit.
Bizarre.
Man, shit, man.
Bizarre. If you stream that, I want to see that stage. I want to see you get your ass whipped in it. So I'm gonna check.
Yo,
it
before
out.
you play that, I'm gonna play that clip. Are you
Yo,
saying
word
that?
for real. No, I'll talk mad shit.
Talk
before.
mad shit.
Yo, why is this not working?
Oh shit!
I had this. It's not working.
Your old ass man, like with
Yo,
a cane, like.
It's the second guy I'm fighting on the first stage, and I'm 70 years old.
I got it on the PC because I want to take advantage of my graphics card.
Graphic
so.
whore.
Well, I mean, it's 4 times better, so I might as well get it on there.
Mad rude.
I'm gonna use what I
100
bought.
hoes.
We'll just keep calling Jay a hoe. You're a hoe.
Listen,
You're a hoe.
you guys have the
You're such a
you guys
graphics
have the
hoe.
PS5 and the Xbox.
I'm sorry, man. Marvel Avengers 60 frames looks crazy. It just
Yeah, but I can
That
do
sounds like
120
one
now,
title.
so.
Yeah, dude.
Marvel's Avengers 60
Oh, God.
frames.
120.
But yeah, you guys have the Series X and the PS5 to play. So
Be quiet, hoe. Yo, the disrespect. Like, shut up, hoe.
graphics.
I will be taking my systems back in my room. Thank you. And you can play your old ass Xbox.
Exactly.
Look at that. They even say
Shut
it in
that
the chat.
shit down.
Oh.
Shut that
Don't
shit
talk
down.
back to me, hoes.
I'll be playing Avengers
sorry,
in
that is
15 frames per second. And I hope you like using Captain America when he's old as hell. That's what it's gonna feel like. What have you been playing?
Nah, man, we gotta talk about what you did.
What you been playing?
Graphics, man. Let me say that. I finally actually the 2 games I played this week. I beat. Narita Boy. Finally beat that game, and I played like maybe 2 or 3 hours of it.
Naruto boy.
Put it down for a little bit because I got like about halfway through the game, or a little close to half, and then I put it down. Overwhelmed with all these other games, And then I'm like, what other game am I going to play? And then I looked at Blasphemous to play as the next game, but I'm like, then I stopped myself because I was right about to start it, and I'm like, nah, man, I can't be starting games and not finishing
be like
what I did.
Turbo.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, I'm
You
getting
can't have
into
5-6 games like Kev.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't want to get into that rhythm of starting a game and then just like having it in the background.
Especially when they're all like dope, like really dope.
Yeah, and then I looked it up. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go through my backlog and I'm gonna look at all like how long it takes to complete it. So I just did a Google search and it was like 8 hours. I'm like, really? 8 hours?
Not bad at all.
And I'm like almost halfway through the game already. So
I
I'm
spent
like,
8 hours in the part I'm stuck.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, long story short, got through the game, and I remember the part I stopped at. It was annoying because I was stuck like right before a boss. I got lost in the whole game, and I'm like, damn this. I hope I'm not like, when you haven't played a game in a while, and it's like an adventure game where you have to like talk to people to find certain things or whatever. I just out of sheer luck, I talked to the right person, and I ended up getting like a key to go to the next part, and I was like, oh shit, oh okay.
I wish that would happen to me.
And then it started like immediately right after it was like the boss battle, the second boss battle, and I was like, oh okay, cool, all right. And then after that, I was just like, oh yeah, you got a new power up. Oh, this is dope. I'm like,
They got some pretty dope power.
I was like, this is pretty freaking cool, man. All right. And then after that, it was just like I did in like maybe 2 sittings. I just went through the whole game.
Nice.
Yeah, no, it's
I'm gonna go back to it eventually.
It's,
I am gonna go back to it.
It's worth going back to it. The only complaint I have, because the music is dope. I like the music.
Soundtrack is good.
Oh, dude, the soundtrack is good.
It's funny.
It's like a retro '80s soundtrack, but then also the end theme music is. I was in tears laughing because it was so funny. You heard it.
Yeah, that was great. That was great. That was great. Similar to the intro.
Yes, very similar. Sung by the same guy too.
It's fucking funny.
But no, my only complaint about the game, the story is excellent. The story is really good, but the dialogue, like
wordy as fuck.
Oh my god, you have to read a lot. We were talking
Ace
about reading
Attorney.
before,
Yep.
but like no, this is like really. Like shit, it was almost like a visual novel, very close, almost.
Damn.
It was almost there. I'm like, damn, man. Not that everything that they were saying was like, but it was like, it was really big on like world building and stuff like that. Like the jargon that they were using was like all computer based stuff,
Right.
But
That has me like this.
yeah. It's like, wait, what? Like if you're not
C++.
if you're not into computer coding and shit like that, and like the terminology that they were using, that they use it a lot in this. But it was like a lot of wordplay. But yeah, very very wordy, man. Very very wordy.
I'll get back to it.
Good game. Very very good game. The other one is for Tactical Tuesday. I streamed Superliminal. Dude,
Oh, first person.
I beat the game.
You got the whole
In the
thing?
stream. I was like, damn, man, really? In like
Really?
under 3 hours.
You on a roll? Yeah, you.
I beat it before, and I didn't beat it in 3 hours. It took me a while because I got stuck on several puzzles. I was like, oh, shit.
Well, you already knew how to do it though.
Well, and this is a year ago. So, like, after playing it, you haven't played the game in a year or whatever. And some of the puzzles I remembered. I was like, oh, I remember this part. But there was 2 parts where I was like, oh, shit, I forgot what I was supposed to do with this. I was like trying to figure it
That
out.
Apple puzzle you was on for a
And,
while.
oh god, that one, and then the other one with the where you had to, what was it? You had to that room where there's
The
a
door?
there's a door or whatever painted on the floor or whatever.
I saw
And
it.
if anybody who doesn't know, Superliminal is an indie game that came out on the Switch and all the other platforms, but it's a first-person puzzle perspective platformer. So
That's your perspective.
so it's like you have an obstacle. The obstacle is that you have to go from point A to point B, and depending on how you look at things from the camera angle, it's like it'll reveal certain other like things and objects that you can pick up. So it's like it's really really out there, man. The story is really good. It's basically the storyline is that you're in a sleep research facility, and you're in a dream. So you're lucid dreaming. So basically meaning that you're awake within your dream, and you're doing this test, and you hear these voices or whatever telling you what to do, whatever. And halfway through the game, which the brilliance of the game is that halfway through the game, you trusting the voices through the beginning of the game because they're instructing you on what to do. And then like halfway through the game, you you kind of like questioning them because they're like telling you to do shit, and you're like, wait,
Kick
they're
that
wrong.
baby. Kick the baby.
They're telling you to do shit, and it's like, and it's wrong, and it's like, no, wait, that's not the right way. You're telling me to do this, but you can't do that, and it fucks you up because you're like, wait, how the hell you're telling me to do this shit? But it was awesome, man. Great message in the game. I'm not gonna spoil it, but you have to play through it to figure it out. But if you watch the stream, you know already.
You got to play the game that they requested in there also.
Oh yes,
I'm surprised you didn't know that game.
I didn't know that game. No,
I
but
played
it
a
was
demo of
45 minutes.
It's
to complete that game?
hilarious. That game is hilarious. It's like the
Dude.
narrator walks you through the whole thing.
45 minutes.
I looked it up and I was like, really? I never heard of this game.
It's weird how some games you just don't hear of and they're like gems.
There's too many.
Yeah.
Fucked up.
Too
There's
many.
a lot of them
So
too.
many
A lot
freaking
of them.
games, man.
A lot of them.
But yeah, other than those two, which I'm glad I beat, because I'm gonna start Blasphemous. I'm gonna start that.
You don't know.
I'm gonna
how,
do a backlog break.
You don't know how happy. I'm gonna watch the fuck out of
I'm gonna
that.
do a backlog break.
I'm gonna watch that.
Hell yeah.
Oh my
And I'm gonna
God.
die a lot.
That game is.
I'm gonna die a lot.
And that's a good segue into what you've been playing.
Yeah, I've been playing 2 games actually. I played because it was in the eShop for like $5, and I remember seeing this indie channel that like they always show like dope games or whatever.
Oh, you ruined the segue. That's a different game.
Hey, that's a different game. Yeah. I'm unpredictable. No,
Garbage.
no, but the game's called Foregone, and don't Turbo, don't even. Please, just don't.
I didn't
don't,
say
don't,
anything.
don't, do not.
I didn't say anything.
All right.
Was it a foregone conclusion?
Thank you, Jay. Get it out the way. But it was $5 in the eShop, but it had a demo. So I'm like, I saw this before and it looked kind of cool. So let me see if I could, check it out. Played it for like maybe 25 minutes, and I said, action's dope, pixel art incredible,
Side scroller, right?
side scroller. The music kicked in. I said, "Oh, there goes the music. All right, buying it. I don't even need to play this anymore." I thought it was just like you have a sword and a gun. You can get sword, a broadsword, nunchucks, scythe, bow and arrow, shotgun, automatic. You get all kinds of fucking weapons.
I saw the physical copy at Best Buy.
I was thoroughly impressed. So I'll probably wait to play that on a backlog break after I get through my other ones, Fury and then probably Dead Space. But so I thought that was amazing. So I bought that. But I went back to Death's Gambit because
This was a transition.
yeah, that was the transition you were trying to do. And I've never been so conflicted over a game in my entire life. Never been, because the part I was stuck at, it wasn't because this fucking douchebag was killing everybody. That's not, he just affects shit that goes on in the game. I was stuck at a part that just wasn't explained. Like,
Which game? Yeah.
what's that?
What?
Foregone, yeah. Very dope. I highly recommend it. But yeah, Death's Gambit, like, they didn't explain how to get to this other place. So I had the 2 files. So I went back to my old file just to get by it. And I ended up beating the game. And my opinion of the game, that, I deducted a point from my original score of the game. And I brought it back up like 1.5 points because for some reason, the last couple of parts just changed dramatically from the music, the story, the presentation. Like, you remember Bannon was talking about he wants music for the scene that you're in?
Yeah.
That kind of shit. Like that shit that they had in Astral Chain and probably in Final Fantasy VII Remake, I would assume. That was going on. And they did it hardcore. Like, it was, like, they incorporated a lot of family stuff in there, like with the main character. And the music that played for those parts was just like, I'm, like, in love with this game now. Like, I was really a big fan of it. And I got the ending. I got the ending C. There's 3 endings. And I was like, oh, I got the shitty ending. Oh, all right. Well, at least I beat the game. And I was like, what do you have to do? You looked it up. What I had to do to get ending A. When you beat a boss in that game, you have an option to face them again, which is called a heroic match. And you do 50 levels. You have to, like they're 50 levels higher than what they were.
Oh.
So, and they have more attacks than what they had. So it's basically,
It's a super hard match.
it's a hard. So I said, fuck you. I'm not doing that.
What's it? 5. You had to be 5.
5 of them.
Yeah.
And those bosses are pain in the ass. They're pretty vicious. So I said, I'm not doing that. So I went online to check out the endings. And that ending A made me feel so bad for not getting it. I said, what an incredible ending. I was like, holy shit! I felt terrible that I didn't get that. It's the thing about Death's Gambit that makes me upset. It could have been a 10.
Polish.
It could have been a 10 out of 10 if they fixed up certain points in that game.
Polish.
And I downloaded the soundtrack after. This is a little side thing, but it's fucking hilarious. I downloaded the soundtrack and some songs from Foregone or whatever, and I was like, I had my edible and and I went to go draw, and I was drawing, right? So I was like kind of in the zone. Hold on a sec. And I threw on the Death's Gambit music, right? Mm-hmm. Dude, I was locked. My brain was just in a place. I don't know what was like that music. Even if you don't have an edible, the music of the music they put in the last parts, I was like, I don't know. Like I was blown away, and I'm rarely blown away. Like I love dope music in games. Like Astral Chain, gave me chills and stuff like that. But for a game that I was like, I'm about to give this shit a 6.5 because things didn't, like they don't tell you certain things.
They're vague about that.
But holy shit! Like the rest of the game was like, so even in ending C, the shit that I like, even that boss fight was epic.
When games have multiple endings like that, it usually is something like that.
I listened to the music for the last boss in ending B, and I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, this is crazy. I'm like, wow. I'm like, you guys fucked up so much on like little story tidbits and not like, letting me know where to go at certain points. I was so impressed with what they did at the end. But if they do a sequel, obviously I'll fuck with it. But it had
they announced a sequel? They announced a sequel, didn't they?
Death's Gambit, I don't think so.
But
that was the DLC. The Afterlife one is the DLC stuff.
I think it is. Yeah. Afterlife is like the extension, which I never. The other one wasn't really on the Switch. They released this one.
That was on PC.
Yeah, but Blasphemous is probably what Death's Gambit should be. Like Blasphemous does everything right. They do everything right.
I gotta play
the pacing, the music, the build up, the bosses, everything is done. The DLC.
They don't have a character that kills important NPCs. Like,
no,
in
not
the background without telling you.
Not even. No, that shit was
the game.
Dude, that motherfucker.
Just needed more time in the oven, man.
You gonna put that clip up? Have you killing him?
Yeah, I will. I'll put it online if people want to see me kill that motherfucker because he's a piece of shit.
It's one of those. It needs it needs more time.
But the thing is, it wasn't the fact that those problems. It wasn't like a more time in the oven. It was like a creative problem. It was a story problem.
There were decisions that were made.
Yeah, it was just like they were thought out and they did those decisions thinking that it would be fine.
So it wasn't a technical problem.
No, not a technical problem. The game played fine. All that
stuff. They were definitely inspired by Souls games, and they added a lot of stuff from them.
It was such a because you said, "Oh, that's some Soul shit." I'm like, but that's such a random thing to fucking happen that no one explains anything.
Right.
And they didn't really like hit home hard with the the town, the people in the town, the NPCs. They didn't really like. They didn't have enough
soul.
Yeah, but like the other people did, and I was like, okay, I care about these characters, and then. I cared about everything at the end of the game. I was like, this got me in my feelings. I was just like, I wish the podcast about All Up in Your Feels I wish I beat this game before that podcast because I was like, I feel bad. I feel awful. But the boss battles, they had some fucking WarioWare type shit. You saw it. Yeah. That shit was incredible. I was like, that's incredible.
When you saw that ending, you heard the voice in your head. Oh, you done fucked up, right?
Yeah. It's like
you done fucked up.
So you gonna play it a third time?
He was like, I wonder if I can change that.
And to be honest, I still think about starting it over. I still think about it.
Yeah, that's how I felt with Nier.
And that's how the game gets you. And they did a great job at getting me because they did. Even with their fuck ups, they got me. But I'm not doing that now. I got some other games to play.
Not yet.
Which game is that?
Fury. I got to beat Fury, which I probably what's tomorrow? Thursday. I'll probably you guys will see a backlog break tomorrow. With Fury, I got to finish that game. I got like 3 bosses left, so after that, we got to get down on that.
That's going to be in like 7 hours.
Well, it's going to take me a bit to get back in the rhythm. It's going to take me a bit.
But start early. What time do you want to start? Say it live right now. Let everybody know. So much
pressure.
I'm joking.
Either 4 or 5. Probably either 4 or 5.
4 or 5. Okay.
8 a.m. Everybody be with
5. No, because I'm gonna play.
I gotta beat that game because Dead Space is after that. Yes.
There we go.
See, I'm excited to watch you play that, man.
In the dark.
Hell
Could be
yeah.
in the dark with the headphones, screaming like a bitch.
Hell yes.
Yo, you wild, son.
And I got to show
I
you
should have
the.
plugged my phone in. I'm at 12%.
You wild boy.
That's all I've been playing. So let's go get to the.
You can use my phone.
We can, if you will.
Well, I have news articles up. I have like clips.
You can set it up here, no?
Are you
I
guys
have
ready?
clips, like pictures of them. Yeah, I'm ready.
Hold up.
Oh, well, it's not going to die. How long does that last?
Are you ready, bitches?
Hold up. hold up.
Hey, we were on like that same page because we're.
That was Mario. All right, so GTA 5 gets a Batman mod, and GTA 6 is finally confirmed to be in development.
What?
You heard correct. GTA 6, they can count
That's a lie.
6
lie.
before Street Fighter.
It's a nothing.
You see
No,
this?
it's a
Before
DLC
Street
for
Fighter
part
6.
5. It's a
Yo,
DLC
I gotta make-
before 5.
I-
So they have confirmed that 6 is out. Now, so just to get that out the way,
Wow.
they're coming out with 6.
Well, they said the
Real
next
quick.
installment.
Real quick, I wanted to say, right before we started the podcast, I
next
talked
number.
with Silent before, and I was like, oh, this news is interesting. I need to make a montage of every time I brought up that GTA 6 was going to come out, and you're like, it's never happening. It's never happening. It's never happening. It's never happening.
Well, listen.
Every single time. Every time
He's like, I mean,
it's
I
never
know.
happening.
At
And I
some
was
point,
like,
at some point,
I
it would
mean-
have to happen.
nah, I got to do it.
But it's been 4 years. It's been 20 years.
I'm about to
But-
say longer than that.
I'm saying, as far as I've been saying that to him, though,
Exactly.
it's been about 4 years. But let's talk about, this little trailer that's got put together about the GTA 5 Batman mod. So if you guys didn't check this out, it's on YouTube.
Looks dope.
Holy shit. So they put Batman in GTA 5, but he's not just walking around shooting people like in Grand Theft Auto. He has the combo system that's in the Batman Arkham games.
Yes.
Pretty much.
With the Batmobile.
And there's a
is
Batmobile.
crazy.
And a Batwing.
All versions of the Batmobile.
And it's all, he's shooting people
it's
with
fucking
it.
crazy. Dude.
They have everybody in orange suits. It looks just like Batman. It's ridiculous.
maybe that's Grand Theft 6.
Maybe that is. Maybe they actually put Batman in the game.
Dude.
That looked like it was that polished.
Dude, it looked
he had
good.
he had weapons. He had a grappling hook to pull people. This is stuff that's not in Grand Theft.
No.
They put it in there.
Modded.
He's
That's
flipping
nuts.
around.
I only have a gripe with one of the Batman suits that they have.
I mean, it's
The,
fake, though.
the worst Batman suit ever, and fight me on this, man. But the Batman from Batman vs Superman, where he was
The robot one?
the robot guy.
The heavy armor one?
That's not a real. Yeah, that's not good.
No, I'm sorry, not Batman vs Superman. Shit.
What, the George Clooney one with the nips?
Nah.
He said with the nip.
It was
that-
Clooney.
No, it was
Or is that-
Ben Affleck, the one in the
Justice
desert.
League?
The desert.
With the trench coat.
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
with
yeah.
the trench coat.
You don't
and
like the trench
freaking
coat?
scarf. No, man. that
No
shit
one
looks
does.
Stupid.
No one does.
Come on,
That
man.
was hilarious.
That's
Why
the
are you wearing
detective.
your costume
That's the
over a
detective.
trench coat and
That's the
a scarf?
detective Batman.
Trench coat over
Dude,
the
that shit
costume.
looked horrible.
He doesn't want people to know he's Bruce Wayne.
Dude,
still,
that's the
still.
worst in a post-apocalyptic. Fuck no.
He doesn't
With a
want people-
machine gun.
he doesn't want people to know he's Batman.
It's the worst.
So he has a costume.
Dude,
He has a costume
Got
over
the
his
ears
Batman.
sticking out the freaking. Come on, with the goggles.
But I was impressed. Listen, the music, even the music they had on the trailer, it had me pumped and it has me wanting to download this.
Nah,
this
it's
mod.
good.
I was pumped at this mod.
Looks pretty dope.
It
It
looks
Yeah.
freaking amazing, dude.
Looks good.
Yeah, it's amazing what people can do in GTA 5.
Passion.
crazy.
It's passion, man. That's it.
Dude,
Passion
it's
and time.
ridiculous. I don't know how they got it in there. I don't know.
Ambition.
I have no
Talent.
my brain can't even fathom putting a face in the game,
It's talent, man.
and they put a whole combo system in the game.
Got all of his gadgets
That's
here.
talent, passion, and being a freaking super fan. That's it. And
They had
time.
him walking away from an explosion in slow motion.
Yes.
Like, how the
Yeah.
fuck?
The Batwing and the Batmobile in the same. They've never done that in an Arkham game
Dude,
yet.
No,
Wow.
no.
Everything. Everything you could possibly think of, they did it. They're like, all right.
Jeez.
And every version of it.
Yeah, I might like
Michael
that.
Keaton Batman. They had the freaking Michael Keaton freaking Batmobile. I'm like, oh my God.
That might outdo GTA 6. They better watch out,
Oh
man.
my God.
All
Well,
you gotta
that,
say is the Batman from fucking the Michael Keaton shit. That's all you gotta say.
but that'll keep us busy until
I'll try it out.
GTA 6.
I'll try it out. Yeah, you might see me stream that if I get it working right.
There you
Hell
go.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
let's
You
see
should
it.
actually. That'd be good. You should stream that, man.
from that angle, his cape wasn't connected. No. No, he just got stuck into a building.
Is that what you were doing on your phone? I'm like, what are you doing on your phone, dude, this whole time, bro?
He got stuck in the building there. No,
wow.
not gonna
What
play
the
it.
hell?
Not needs more time in the oven. Sorry.
Boy.
Wow.
I'm joking. This guy.
So let us know if you're excited about GTA 6 and if you saw this Batman mod on GTA 5. If you didn't, check it out. Let us know what you think.
Absolute.
Okay, let me find this actual, because I got to reference something here.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
I'm gonna dance in the meantime.
Oh, man. Relax.
All right. Okay. Done.
Intellivision CEO Tommy Tallarico steps down from his position at Intellivision. I don't know if it's down. It's a lateral move, but I'm going to read a tweet from Tommy to clarify what's been going on, because I think it does better than what I can do.
Yes.
So he tweeted, the guy who took over his position is Phil. What's his last name?
Phil Adam.
Phil Adam.
Phil Adam.
Phil Adam.
So Phil Adam
Prince Adam.
has taken over for CEO spot. Okay, so Tommy says, both Phil and I and Nick as COO make a lot of important decisions together, like we always have. The company has grown, and it's important to have someone 100% focused on the executive side while he focuses on creative. And he is still president, and they still make all the decisions together. And it's always been like that. Phil is great. We've been friends for 25 years, and we trust each other 100%. And it's also important to show strength as a team, not just as one person. Amico wouldn't be where it is today without the incredibly passionate and talented people we've brought together. It was never about one person. It's the product and the games and the team that are most important. So, as always, they've been making decisions together. It's not a one-man thing. And he's just putting that specific thing that he was doing, since he had a lot of stuff on his plate, to someone who's more qualified in his eyes to do that, while he can go and do his creative work. And that overall should be better for the company, because if you have a team that's working on it anyway, you might as well have the positions given out the right way.
Play to the strengths.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And if you're with
strengths.
them anyway and you see them doing that,
And on top of that,
why wouldn't you?
He has the world record for the most video games worked on of any human being ever in the history of like people developing games. So
well, he's a very creative guy.
so it's his angle. Like that's what he does. That's his success. You know what I mean?
And if he has more time to do that, it's
Yeah.
going to put the company in a better position.
Exactly. Even though he's a brainchild of the whole the company and everything, and he took over. But Phil Adam also, not to discredit him, like he brought Tetris to the market, to the U.S. and to the rest of the world when it was just in the USSR, and he did his. He knows the business side of things. So yeah, definitely makes sense.
Play to
He's
your
the perfect
strengths.
person to
play to your
do that.
strengths.
Perfect person to do that, man.
Indeed.
And plus, all right, so the company has come out at a very bad time
Yeah.
with COVID and everything. Everyone says, "What's this use and this use?" This has happened. This is real life, and
right.
stuff is hard to bring out, especially
Yeah,
to
yeah.
have the budget to do so on a company that's like not well known enough to have the capital to do what they're trying to do at that with that grand scale.
Right.
So a lot of people have taken them being public with all the information
They draw their own
and
conclusions.
thrown it back in their
Yeah.
face.
Right.
Because a lot of companies, especially when starting out, aren't out in the public's eye, which is, Tommy is out and talking about this to everyone everywhere.
Right.
So that might be looked at as a fault to some people. A lot of companies keep their business to themselves.
Right.
But since everybody is in on the business, they think that they can talk about the business side of things and act like they know what's actually going on.
Well, everyone's an expert apparently.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Everyone's an expert on how to come out with a new console during the pandemic. Everyone,
Right.
everyone's an expert. Everyone knows how this runs, and it's like there's too many of those people just talking. I've never seen so many people care about a console that's not even out or they're not even going to get.
I mean, when Vince McMahon bought out XFL and bad shit happened right when he bought it out and the pandemic happened right when he bought it out, it didn't make it because it couldn't make it in that, certain things, especially even with millions of dollars invested
Dude,
in
it's
stuff.
tough.
It's very
Right.
hard to make something happen and no one saw COVID coming.
Yeah.
So especially if you had the design and money to do that, obviously if you prolong something and it's later and later and later, people have to get money from somewhere.
Yeah.
So people are surprised that Intellivision needs money.
Prices have to go up, and they
And-
have to go. They have to do things that they weren't going to do originally because they didn't see these circumstances coming. They had a release date ready originally.
It's about 2 years. Yeah.
Yeah, they had a release date ready to go. They announced it, and then they got hit with this stuff. And it, like I said, this is not Nintendo. This is not Xbox. This is not Sony.
Right.
It's tough to recover from shit like that.
Yeah,
Now, I say this because it's like, experts, the experts out there who are, throwing all the criticism and the hate. If you have a blueprint for exactly how to come out with a new console during the pandemic, by all means, send it to them right now. If not, your word doesn't really mean anything.
It just
Yeah.
pains me to see people reveling in the failure of a company and hoping that it doesn't work out. I've never seen somebody
Yeah,
like,
like
yes,
that's not costing people
I don't wanna-
jobs and stuff.
Yeah.
Why?
You know what I
Why are
mean?
you?
Like,
Why?
Challenges, not failure. Challenges.
Yeah,
Challenges.
it's like
No, I'm saying they, as in their words,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
ours, their
Yeah,
words.
yeah.
Right.
Like they are saying,
who? Why wish? What kind of person are you to wish for someone's failure? Like for what?
You a hater.
Like what's the point?
I'm
a
so
hater.
like they're like I'm so happy I don't want to see families enjoying themselves together.
Yeah,
like,
like-
it's not even like the purpose of the thing is not something bad.
Like,
Well, you know what? I think this goes back to the topic of this of the story. It's like I think a lot of the hate, like we've said several times on several
It
other
centers
podcasts,
around Tommy,
It's centered
not the
around
Amico.
centered around Tommy. He's been up front and center with it, and he's been asked a lot of questions, and
Very-
people come at him and stuff like that.
Very transparent.
Yeah,
but
he's
the
very-
fact that he's not going to be the face right now and stepping away from being the face of this company is probably
Best
for the
move.
better.
Yeah, that's the best move.
because
I agree.
people can. I wonder if they'll stop harassing the company. They won't because
Well,
they get hit.
as long as Amico continues, if they're asking, like for money, trying to make money, the Amico haters are still gonna say, "Oh, look at this! They're looking for this! They're looking for this." Yeah, because you don't understand what the company is going through. You know that Tommy hate is still carrying over to wanting the failure for the entire company. Like,
Plus, these people are human. Like people forget
Yeah.
that these people. Are
the
human.
hate the haters at the end of the day, haters need to find something else to do. They gotta you gotta look yourself in the mirror and be like, why am I actually hating on something? Like, why do I put so much energy and time to let my little fingers type out these hateful things to
Well,
a
I
company
think-
that has no?
I like to
Anything,
go
like, what's
back
the point?
the Switch before it was even announced, right? About 3 months before it was even announced, every YouTuber, everybody on the
Yeah,
platform,
everyone
everybody-
Everybody
trashed it.
killed
I
it.
always go
Everyone
back
trashed
to
it.
watch it. I could
Well, because
rewatch
they were
some of
going off
those
the
videos.
Wii U also.
Everybody was going off the Wii U,
Yeah, Wii U
and
was
the quote unquote failure of the Wii U, right?
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Oh, the next system's gonna suck." Even people that I like now, that I respect, I'm like, "Damn, they all shitted on
Until they see it
the
pop.
Switch." And then the release came.
Call them dick
Some
riders.
of- some
That's what
of
they are,
them-
dick riders.
Some of them changed their opinion.
It's
A lot
fine.
of them changed
Listen,
their opinion, and then some of them are so like.
But at least
then-
if you're wrong, admit you're wrong and be like, yo,
But
you know
it's
what?
fine
That-
that-
that's-
But here's the thing,
It's
though.
fine to have an opinion though.
But
If they
here-
didn't want it, if they didn't want to like it,
opinions are
fine.
always welcome.
But you
but-
can't hold on to that if it's not that.
But there's no. The thing is, and this is why we can all agree, right? We,
I don't know-
and
I don't know
we've-
about that.
Well, we've all played the system, right?
Yeah.
That's why we
Yeah,
agree.
yeah.
We've all played it, right?
Correct.
And it's not bad.
And the thing is, this thing isn't out yet. All right. So all the hate and everything, right? Everybody who's hating hasn't played it.
They haven't played it, haven't seen
All right. Guaranteed, everybody who's hating on it hasn't played it. And if you have played it and you don't like it, it's not for you. You're not the market. You're
I'm
not the
actually
demographic.
still waiting for that video for someone who actually played it to tell me that they hated it. I'm still waiting for that. I haven't
Exactly.
Still
seen
hasn't
it.
happened. No.
Exactly.
I still haven't seen it. So.
Still. And you know what? This is one of those things where it's like you just have to wait. We just have to wait for the system to release. Because
Well,
just like the Switch, I think it's going to change a lot of people's minds when it's available and when it's out.
well, here's the thing. I think the day someone does a hate story on it, and don't get the hits that they want to see, I think they'll forget about it.
Yeah, because it's all about hits.
Because it's about the
all
sales. too.
about hits,
Yeah.
and that's a sad fucking world we live in. It really is because it's like it's tiny dick energy, and these people don't have anything to do but just hate on something that's not even out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
they're-
even out.
they're
Why-
just
why
waiting.
care?
They're waiting
If
for
you
anything.
played,
Why care?
if you played it, and you legitimately like, nah, man, this thing sucks. Is it okay? That's fine.
But they revel in it
complete-
though.
that's
See a company going
completely
through
fine.
a little
Yeah.
bit of struggle, they revel in
completely
it.
It's hard to break out in this. It's hard to
Oh
come out
my
with a console.
God.
It's
I
like,
can't think of
it's-
anything.
And
tougher.
even if
Without
it
a
comes out,
pandemic.
and even if it comes out, it's no guarantee
That it'll do
That'll
well.
do. It'll
Yeah.
pick up to
Right.
where they want it to. So we don't know, but don't wish like the failure of anything. No matter the company.
Especially in
if you
gaming.
don't like it,
Don't buy it.
we've always said if you don't like it, don't buy it.
Dude,
Right.
there's tons of
It's not-
shows.
You don't have to show everyone that you don't
Right.
want them to buy it.
It's
Dude,
not for
there's,
you.
there's
That's what I don't
shows,
understand.
there's TV shows, there's movies, there's video games, there's things, tons of those I don't like. I don't go around saying it's a piece of shit. You're not gonna like it. No,
Right.
I don't mess with it, and that's it.
Do I I don't post everywhere. Don't watch Resident Evil's new movie.
Yeah,
I didn't like it.
you didn't like it, and then you just
And I'm
you're
like,
done,
I didn't even finish it.
and you're done.
So it might have gotten
Right.
way better by the end. I don't know, but I'm not gonna go and tell you, hey, did you watch it? Please
But the
don't.
thing is,
please don't
there's too much of that shit in gaming. Like it's like gaming's supposed to be fun, man.
talk
It's
about
supposed-
shit you like.
Yeah, yeah.
Tell
Right.
people to play something that you like.
That's why I like.
Right.
That's why I support the Amico so much because it's about bringing people together and co-op. Co-op is the like that's how I started
Yeah.
loving co-op games. You know, playing with friends and family. That shit is fun to me. Still to this day, still doing it at age 40. That shit's fun to me. But like, if you're gonna hate on it and this keeps going in different chats and different social media and just hating, it's like that says something about yourself, and you should probably seek some fucking help.
And it sucks that they got to raise the price. I mean, no one wants to hear stuff like
Yeah,
that.
just moves that they have to do to keep.
Yeah, no one
keep
wants to hear
going.
about delays. No one wants to hear about
Yeah.
raised prices. But to act like you don't understand is just dumb.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
the problem.
Well, the ones who are going to complain the most weren't going to buy it at $100.
Exactly.
So, you know,
No,
it's
no,
like,
we're
exactly.
gonna buy it at
$2.
all.
They
and they're
wouldn't
like,
fucking
oh, it's the
bought
same
it.
price as the Switch.
I
Why
te-
would I pick
I
this over
tell
the
this to
Switch?
They're
people,
not
I'm
gonna-
like, they're giving you two fully functional controllers.
You
and
guys
6
already have the
games.
Switch.
So it's like, you know, like, oh, I can get myself a Switch. I was like, yeah, but no games. I was like, you're not going to have any
Listen,
games.
Memory card.
all they want is Fortnite anyway. That's free.
Or memory card.
like, just
like-
play what you like. If you don't want to do,
Yeah.
you don't want to mess with the Amico or even care about it, then just go away and play what you play. But
And
don't-
nobody's telling you to not buy a Switch. No one is saying, Amico or Switch, you have this choice. And that's it.
I think it's a listening.
What would you do if this was your only game system?
Like it was mentioned in the chat. It's like, yeah, the Amico is it's going to complement
Yeah,
my gaming ecosystem. You know, it's like, especially since, you know, my daughter's 2 and she's at that age, she keeps on taking my Switch out of the dock
Yeah.
and it has a flimsy back. So I was like, stop touching this thing. You know, I'm like, get off it.
You shouldn't yell at her.
She's picking up the PlayStation controller. She's curious about. She sees me playing. She's curious about it, and I think the Amico would be perfect to play the games with her and get her started into.
Well,
You
the
gotta
game.
get a Sega Pico.
let's take a Pico.
Yeah, it's a game.
So I hope it does well. I hope it comes out this year. And
Yeah, I will continue this to you know.
All we can do is be patient.
I'll be
I
I'll be
mean,
positive and patient.
I'm
and,
gonna play other stuff.
yeah.
I'm just gonna be patient. If
Yeah.
it works, I played it. If I get to play that stuff again, that'll be awesome.
that'd be awesome.
And
No,
it's always a good thing to have more options in the gaming industry, man. It's always good.
The
That it's good.
Competition is good for everyone.
It's good. It's good for everyone, and people don't
If I was-
understand that.
It's a lot
if
of
it was
great
up to
ideas.
me, listen, if it was up to me, which is not, I don't care how much of the difference of the philosophy is. I know you want multiple people to be able to play this. You can play with your phone. I would be like, it's gonna be $199 with one controller and no games. You can buy all the stuff. Since people want to say, I just care about the price. I don't care about what it comes with. I would have a selection with one controller, one game. If you want one game, and be like, this is the price, $199, boom, or $150, whatever you want it to be. And I'll put that out there. So shut those people up.
Well, yeah.
And then you have the option with the 2 and that price, and you get all the stuff with it. And that's what I would do.
There's
I don't know.
good-
Like
yeah.
I said, I don't know how much they would lose doing that. They would probably lose more money.
Shout out to
But-
Retro Bro, John Retro Bro, and Retro Advisory Board.
Yes.
They had a live stream on Friday.
With Phil
this past
Adam,
Friday.
right? Phil Adam was on, right?
Yeah,
Oh.
he was
Phil
on-
Adam was on recently with him. He was talking
Yes.
with them for
Yeah,
like 15
he was
minutes.
talking about what happened. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I watched it, and that's how
I saw it.
that's how the news broke to me.
Oh,
personally.
you mean you did your research first and actually learn where they're coming from rather than assuming?
Oh, I assumed first. I assumed first. I was pretty on point.
And
with
assume
that.
that there's something really wrong going on between like Jesus Christ.
It wasn't. He was not ousted.
Yeah, man.
He was not
No.
ousted from his position
no.
because of like, oh no, he's not doing his job right.
Right.
No.
Get him out of there. That didn't
No.
happen at all.
No.
I think this
clicks.
This is the right move.
It's like if I said, Turbo, I'm gonna need you to take the reins and be CEO of 857,
Oh,
and I'd
Sure.
be like,
hey,
I am. There's something not getting.
Jay, I'm gonna need you to take. I'm gonna take
I'm
off a
COO
month
now?
off from work, and I need you to help
I'm
set
COO
up the
now.
project. Yeah.
I'll be COO.
Or
COO.
or you're hosting Thursday Thrills. Oh, was there a problem with Sticks? Is there a reason why Al's hosting this week? It's like, no, motherfucker, he has a job.
Exactly.
Fucking
But-
rumors and
Exactly.
shit.
But when we go over the topics and stuff for the show, won't we still be doing that?
Yeah, like-
as
yeah,
a group.
The show must go on, right?
No matter who's called what, we're still doing the same job.
The show is going on, no matter what.
It's just like, do you want to go to this meeting? Do you want to stream on this day? That's the only change. And it's going to be better for it. If I had to work on Thursday nights, would I still be doing freaking Thursday Thrills?
Right.
No. So if somebody took over Thursday Thrills because I'm doing something else, I'll take over another day and I'll do that. Or maybe not.
And this is a console. And one of the things that Tommy said from the beginning,
They all make the
not from the beginning,
decisions.
but this is not supposed to be a console that's like it takes over all the other consoles. This is supposed to be a complementary console.
Mm-hmm. It fits a niche.
It fits
If
a niche.
needed, like if you are
It is
family,
needed. It is
or
needed.
if you need a console for a couch co-op,
And I love the
and
fact that
not everybody needs that. And the people who don't need it need to stop
Listen.
telling everyone that they don't need it.
especially for collectors. Because the people that are
Collectors,
collectors,
yeah,
the people
they'll
that are
they'll
collectors,
buy it anyway,
the
just
people
because they're collecting.
the people that are hating,
They don't
this
play.
is my pet peeve. The people that are hating right now
Yeah.
on the Amico and they're collectors,
They're gonna buy
they're
it.
gonna freaking buy it.
They're gonna buy it.
So why are you hating on the damn thing? You're gonna buy the shit
Well,
anyway.
yeah.
man.
There's two types of haters. You
There's
have
a lot of them.
you have the YouTubers, right? You have YouTubers, and then you have just the people who follow the YouTubers.
Right.
So the YouTubers are doing it for clicks. Okay. So their opinion to me means nothing because they're just doing it for clicks.
Yeah.
Okay. Soulless. So the people, the following, the people that are actually watching these people, they don't have. They need to be told what to do. They don't stand for anything. You tell me, I watch you. You tell me to hate something, I'm going to hate it. If you tell me to like something, I'm going to like it. That's what these people are. Those people are like they're sheep.
Well, they'll see a video.
They're sheep.
They'll see a video get 2 hits, and they'll see a video get 10,000 hits.
Instead of
What do you think
taking,
they're gonna do?
But the thing is, you gotta challenge those people. You gotta say, instead of taking time out to just type a paragraph or a novel hating something you don't nothing about, take time out and actually praising something.
Right.
Let's see how that feels.
Right.
Let's try it out. Try actually saying something positive about
something you like.
something.
Wait, what?
And you know what's crazy?
Why not? Well,
even if we like one of us, right? Because we, in a way, we're kind of influencers.
I can't speak English.
We're all influencers. All right.
Oh my God.
No, but there'll be a game that I'd be like,
recommend
I could
stuff.
talk, I could recommend, I could be like, yo, I love this game and whatever. And then I see in the chat too, people be like, nah, man, that game is garbage. I don't get mad. Hey,
It's
played
just
it?
telling you your perspective of the
you
game.
played it.
Yeah,
You
like
didn't
what you
like it.
That's cool, man.
That's cool.
That's cool.
You know what? And it does. Sometimes I take recommendations from people in the chat too, and like just
Sometimes
recently.
we have the Reggie effect. He talks about a game. I'm like, yo, I gotta buy that game.
and
It's
see,
an
well,
influence.
How many times on this podcast have I
Reggie-
said I do not like first-person shooters, but I never said first-person shooters suck.
No, you
Right,
just said
right.
Halo sucks.
You never did a review.
I said you suck for liking Halo. No, I'm joking.
You never did a review
that was
on a
just
first person.
No, why would I do one? I'm the worst person to listen to about first persons, or a Pokemon game, or Minecraft, or Fortnite.
If that's
I'm not
what
the
you
guy
like,
to talk to.
If that's what you like, that's what
Then you enjoy it. That's fucking awesome, dude.
And
you
the
know
thing
what,
about exclusives, listen, like people know Earthworm Jim is an exclusive.
Right.
Earthworm Jim 3 is an exclusive to the Amico. So that's what they're for. They're supposed to want you to, want the system.
Right.
It's because you want the game.
the killer app.
Everybody knows they say, I wish it was for everything, but
Right.
Mario, you wish was for everything.
Yeah.
But because it's not going to be for everything,
Right.
you get a Nintendo. That's the point of an exclusive. So, unfortunately, listen, it's only for that system. So, if you are interested in it, maybe you should look into it maybe a little.
I gotta respectfully disagree with Harris Marish. The problem is not positivity or negativity, to be honest. The problem is negativity. The problem is negativity, dude. It really is. Because there is a lot of truth out there, but then those people who swear they know truth, they don't know the truth. And we only know what we see. So we don't know what's going on unless we're in the Intellivision headquarters. All of us don't know unless we're in there. So I can't say that the truth that's out is actually the truth unless I'm hearing it or I'm in the Intellivision headquarters. So it's about negativity, man. Negativity. That shit's got to stop. It's got to
And
stop,
it's about
man.
people focusing on negative aspects.
People's jobs are
You
at stake and all
that's
that
what the
stuff.
internet is now. everything is. If I go to Yahoo.com, it's like this person died, this person died, this person negative, this person's doing this person cheated on this person.
I don't see anything positive. I see nothing positive.
But
I don't
that's
see
what gets
anything
clicks.
positive.
People focus on the negativity about it. You can make this. You can make everything the happiest thing in the world.
Have you
because
ever-
that happens also.
Yeah.
Have
No,
you ever
seriously.
seen a review of a game that was really bad, and then you actually played it, and you're like, damn, it's not as bad as what they say.
That happens.
yeah.
It happens,
That
man.
happens a lot.
I mean, I
So
played
it-
Grand Theft the trilogy.
Yeah.
It wasn't as bad as people
Double
said.
Dragon,
But
yeah,
it was
got a 4.
It was everywhere on the news. So like bad, and then you play it and you're like,
Glitchy,
it's not as bad as what they, you know.
This is why the internet's bullshit. You can't listen
Assassin's
to anything.
Creed
Yeah,
Unity.
man.
Well, they don't post good. Though.
Well,
they don't.
All I will say is this, for me personally, I'm gonna say, just play the freaking thing. If you don't like it, that's fine.
If you have no
That's
interest,
fine.
don't follow it. Don't say anything.
Shut up.
Just
But
keep
the
it moving
thing-
and play what you're playing.
Talk about something you
listen,
like.
We can talk about this for the longest, but I will end it on
Yeah,
this. You can talk about negativity without being negative about it. Like I can tell you what's actually going on with the company without saying, and I'm glad that's happening to them. That's what the problem
Oh,
is.
you mean constructive criticism?
Yes. Like if I'm telling you this is a problem with the company, this is what's happening with shipping and stuff,
Right,
and then I tell you, and then you say bullshit, that's a lie because I know more than you. And
Because I
I'm
read this and I read
focusing-
this.
Yeah, because I'm focusing on something that I heard from somebody that I have nothing.
Oh,
I
like
have no
that
idea.
one
No, that's it.
No, like,
No, what are you saying? What are you saying?
no, it's like one of those assholes in the chat who was one time when we were talking about the Amico. We were telling them our experience. They were just like, well, this guy from IGN said this and that. Like, no, we played it, asshole.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I said, they don't want to listen though. Those people don't listen.
They're not going to buy the
They wanna
system
be-
anyway. So
They just want to be negative.
Yeah.
They're going to believe
Yeah.
their own narrative.
You could
or
go
whatever.
down. I played this game for 3 hours, 6 hours. Blah blah. No, they don't. Their mind is made up on being negative. So let them be. Like that's what they want to do.
And even
they
if
don't
they-
want to hear positivity.
Even if they got a chance to play it, they're gonna hate on it.
yeah,
'cause
they'll
that's-
find a way. They'll
that's
find a
it.
way.
But that's what gets me.
That's
though.
fine.
When they talk about it and they say, and I'm happy that it's failing. Like that's what pisses me off about the
Yeah,
negative
that's
stuff.
like, come on.
I don't
man.
like
Like I can say, listen, you can say, hey, it did this, it's delayed, it's not a good thing. I hate it
Only
that
time-
that it's being delayed that long, and I'm being impatient about it. That's fine.
Man,
only
listen.
time
And
I
you could
would-
always get your money back if you have money out for it. You could
Yeah,
always
you
get your
can get
money
it
back.
back.
The only time I'm happy about a company failing is when they rip people off. Or
Yeah,
they-
exactly.
Or they
Yeah.
do some shady
I'm not even
shit.
happy then.
No, well, obviously the people aren't happy because they're the consumers. but
Whenever
still.
people's jobs, like
Right.
good people's jobs are
Right,
at stake, you don't want people to lose their jobs.
Right.
And and Tommy's,
Right.
has some family shit going on too. So that's
Right.
That they don't know about.
that no one knows about because you're
They
not in
could.
this house.
They
Like,
could listen. They can know exactly what's going on if they read, post, and follow the people that they're talking about.
Right.
So human beings at the end of the fucking day. Why do you
People
fucking
don't
care
understand
so much?
that people are human beings.
Keep it moving. If you're not gonna get it, keep it moving. If you're gonna get it,
Yo.
you
They don't
throw,
understand
throw
that
some
this stuff could be-
positivity
Yo,
their
there was a-
way.
there
But
was
they
a
don't
deli.
understand it can be hurtful also.
Yeah, no.
To these people.
During the pandemic, there was a deli that closed down down the street. I don't know if you remember. Yeah, I was laughing and jumping for joy. Let me stop, man. No, I would never do that. I would never do that shit, man. That's just it's fucking
Because I got a
psychotic.
bacon, egg, and cheese, and it wasn't good that one time, so I was so happy. No.
That's psychotic,
No.
man. That's crazy.
You just don't go there.
Don't-
You just don't
it's
go
like,
there
yeah,
anymore.
that's it.
You don't talk bad about them.
That family went
it.
bankrupt. They lost. Their kids
Yeah,
can't go
like,
to school
I would
anymore.
never went to a party and
Yep, they're homeless now. You hear that? They're homeless.
Yeah, they're
now.
homeless. The kids
I'm
are in
happy.
the street.
And the wife got hit by a car.
Oh,
All right, that got dark. Can we move on, please?
No, the bottom line is,
yeah.
spread positivity. Enough of this
news,
fucking negative shit, man. It's just at this point in time, it's getting pretty fucking old. You
talk
know?
about stuff you like, man.
Yeah. And television's going through some shit, but I have a feeling in my soul that they're gonna come out of this. So,
They'll be all right.
And all I can do is be patient.
and I support y'all. So
Hell yeah, man.
I
Absolutely.
got y'all back. So that's it, man.
And this is good news for me, man.
Absolutely.
Wow, that was topic 2.
Yeah,
That was
man.
a big topic.
I'm gonna take a piss. I'm gonna take a piss.
God damn, man.
Well, this is a small topic. You're not going to be in
This
this.
is yeah, right? Oh, you'll be over by the time we get back. All right. All right. Oh, you can wait. We can wait.
No, just go.
I'm sure you guys
We can
will
wait.
still
We got
talk.
time, man. We got plenty of time. We got plenty of time.
Yeah, this was going to be quick news, so we'll wait. This is not going to be highlighted
Yeah.
this week. It's just for the podcast. So,
Yeah.
speaking of which, did you guys play It Takes Two? Because
We haven't.
I haven't played it yet.
None of us have.
Apparently, it's on
Everything.
Game Pass now, right?
It's on
It's
everything.
on Game Pass. Yes.
It's on Game Pass
I saw
now.
it on Game Pass. I was like, oh shit.
So
we gotta play
hopefully-
it. We gotta play it.
You will be seeing it on the channel soon, and I think
I want
wanna
to
play it
I
with me,
want to
right?
play it. I'm still debating because I was like, I haven't played a Tetris game on Tactical Tuesday.
You guys should play it.
I did it, but I'm like, there's so many. It is puzzle.
Well,
there
I
are
mean,
puzzles in the game.
We don't have to stream it. We can put it up as a video if you want.
However you guys want
It'll
to
come up on the channel regardless of how we do it, but we haven't decided. if we're gonna
Actually,
stream
yeah,
it.
I don't know if it'll be a Tactical
But-
Tuesday or it would be a 2-player co-op.
At some point, whether it's streamable or not, it's going to be on the channel. It may be a premiere or maybe just a video we put up. Who knows? Who knows?
World Bazaar said deep story. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard great things. Obviously, it won Game of the Year.
Yeah, it got Game
at
of
the
the Year,
Game
dude.
Awards,
Of course,
which
it's a
was
great story.
shocking. But that does equal sales apparently.
Yeah.
Getting Game of the Year equals sales.
Yeah.
I didn't know about Control until it won Game of the Year. It doesn't win it everywhere, but it won a few in some
And Jenna
places.
Jackson.
Stop it. Stop it.
You see what happens when we just have to just talk?
You're the only one laughing. He's the only one
It's
laughing.
funny.
And it was
man.
such a left field garbage.
He's
joke.
it's
That's
dated.
the only time you heard Control.
It's
like,
dated.
Remember
Janet
when Fri-
Jackson
that
had
that joke was in Friday.
Yeah,
Remember
it's-
when Friday came out in
Yeah,
1996?
it's a
Yeah.
dated.
And it was a dated
bad
joke.
old
then.
joke.
It's older. That movie's older than some of our viewers.
Oh man,
Unless Chris Tucker say it
Hold on.
not really.
Let him
Gotta wipe my hands. No, I'm
every time.
This fucking guy. man.
I'm joking with
Why?
you, man. Because the expression's great. The expression's great.
All right, now you can get on with this news.
He said, "Why, man?"
It Takes Two sells a huge 5 million copies. So congrats to It Takes Two.
Still gotta get that guy
To
on the
make a thing
podcast.
go
man.
right.
Still gotta get that guy on the podcast.
That was better, but it's older. It's an older reference. That was in the 80s also. You and these 80s references.
That should be a theme song when you turn the game on.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
We unfortunately haven't played this game yet, but it just goes to show you that winning Game of the Year can definitely make sales for you. And I don't know what it was before it won Game of the Year, but I could pretty much guess it may have been under 1 million, maybe, or just at 1 million, which is still a highly successful amount to sell for that title because it's not a AAA title.
My man is drunk every day now.
If you ever seen the
guy who
the
made it.
creator,
Hell
you
yeah.
ever seen the creator? He's awesome.
I love that guy.
Just look up what he said on
He's a whole mood.
what was it about the Grammys he was talking about?
He's a whole mood. That
yeah.
guy.
He said on the
I don't
game,
even
on
want
the
to
Game
Skype
Awards.
him in, man. I want him in the fucking studio.
I would love him here.
We gotta do
Dude,
it. No,
that would be
or we
fucking
do
amazing.
a fucking we travel and just meet him wherever he's at. We just do
Yosef-
a studio. we do
Yosef
podcasts right
Fares. Yosef Fares.
That
there. We
dude
do
is funny,
podcasts
man.
right in his house, whatever.
Podcast in this house.
Right in his living room.
That guy's a good dude. Good dude.
But congratulations on a game that's not AAA hitting 5 million copies.
Yes.
That's
Indie games, we
hugely
love that.
successful. And I'm surprised they might even be picked up by
Well,
like
they're
somebody.
AAA now.
Hope so.
They might be picked up by like Sony or something.
Microsoft is like,
Microsoft's like, yeah, that's not even a billion.
that's chump change.
Oh, yeah.
Get that. Let me
We
get
got about
Like
yo.
a billion will look at you.
100 million. 100
Like-
million. You
like
guys
not.
want to see us stream it?
Maybe.
It's hard. It's
Not
hard.
try stream
There's
it.
a lot. There's a lot.
No, we can stream it, man.
Stream.
Don't be no bitch.
We can stream it.
And the chat's gonna help you
Stream
out.
it, bitch.
Damn, man.
So I guess 23rd Style and Algae will be playing.
Oh, you don't
It
want to
Takes
stream
Two.
this?
Since he wants to stream it so bad.
You don't want to stream it?
JJ's
For real?
face was amazing.
This guy wants to stream it so bad.
You want to stream it?
I'll do it. Fuck it. Whatever, man. I'll do it, bitch.
So it'll give me more free time to make some
I know.
videos for you guys.
It's on my radar. I definitely want to play it. And I know I saw in the description it did say puzzle, so I'm like, it does count as
I
a
would-
tactical Tuesday.
I would
it does.
I would play it just
Whoever
because.
wants to play it,
Level
let me know.
857 plays the best multiplayer games in the world.
Yo, they
But
did
we
no.
haven't played this one yet.
They
Not yet.
did
No.
No Way Out, and that was an incredible
See,
time.
and that's
dude.
another
that was
one
a
that I wanna-
sick
do you wanna
time.
play
I
that
need
one?
to play that too.
Same
wanna play
developer
that?
did No Way Out.
I
Yeah.
need to play it.
They're
Tactical
amazing.
Tuesday.
Yes, that's then yeah. We
Whatever.
have to
I'll
play
play
this
it.
game.
Tactical Tuesday.
Yeah,
we
y'all
could
do that. Do that on tactical. That'd
Yeah,
be
we know we
dope.
could do that too.
So y'all see both of these.
Yeah.
You guys already streamed No Way Out though.
We did. Yeah.
Long time
A
ago.
Way Out.
Yeah.
A Way Out. I said No
oh.
Way Out.
No Way
I
Out.
think I said No Way Out too.
It's A
Oh,
Way Out.
Way Out. Yeah.
A Way Out. Oh really? Oh, a Way Out. Okay.
No way out.
Well, you're in starting person. You feel like you got no way out.
All right.
All right.
Anyway,
So
the jokes are better when you explain them.
but yeah, congrats to the Takes Two for selling 5 million.
That's dope, man.
Let us know if you played it and how you liked it.
Yeah.
Don't spoil the ending though. We didn't play it.
Oh yeah, we didn't play. We didn't play.
All right. And you know, there was some stuff that happened today.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
Breaking
here-
news. Breaking news.
Here is the overview of the first Nintendo Direct of 2022.
Yes.
That happened today, y'all.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
Right before we
2
went
hours
live.
before.
Well, we streamed it live, yeah.
Yes,
We
we did.
streamed
We
it
had a
live.
reaction video for it. If you guys didn't check it out with us, where the hell were you?
I was
Where
at
were
work
you?
watching the
Bitch.
stream.
Yeah,
there
you were there.
There were some peeps in the chat.
No, they were
There
there.
were some people
You
out-
guys, most of y'all were there. No.
Don't tell my boss.
There's people lurking.
You're watching at work while working?
Yes, I was.
All right,
Yes, yes, I
whatever.
Wow, really? like it's gonna do anything.
Turbo's unemployed. As of tomorrow.
You'll have
Like that's
some-
gonna do anything.
You'll be seeing Turbo on the channel a lot more.
Turbo's been streaming a lot lately.
Your boss knows you run a podcast in the chat, no?
Turbo streaming 14 hours a day. Please donate to help Turbo.
He is homeless right now. He is homeless.
nowhere
He
to
needs
go.
to pay something.
He's got nowhere to go.
Streaming for 14 hours, raking in a whole $40.
Every stream's gonna be like a charity. I'm gonna ask
Hell
for
yeah.
donations on every stream.
He begging. He begging.
Dude, if I made 100 a day,
man.
I'd be making more than what I make at work.
Oh, wow.
So it might be worth it for me.
Thursday throw, start donating every time.
Hey, I'm not against the
Nah,
job.
that's more like all day thrills.
All day thrills.
Every day.
All day bills.
Thrill week.
All day bills.
Thrill week. Every day, 9 p.m. So whenever the hell I get paid.
Thursday. Thursday bills. Thursday bills.
Thursday bills.
That doesn't even have a ring to it. Nah, I need money to pay these bills, man. I'm sorry.
I will
guys.
not stream unless you donate. That's what that means.
No, I'm
It's
gonna
like
change mine.
I'm unemployed.
I won't even turn on the console till y'all start throwing money my
need
way.
money.
I need a super chat of $1, $5 before we begin.
$5? You don't have $5?
$5 I'm a content creator.
You guys can't do $5?
Yo, dude.
The worst.
Shout out to anybody who knows where that's from.
That's the worst meme ever.
Who
Worst
that is.
human being.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna change my stream to weekend rent. All weekends.
Weekend rent.
Pay rent Thursdays.
Like
huh?
yo, and then
No,
they
no.
have a
ring
you
to
gotta
it.
have a meter though that goes up like your rent, the total,
I'll stream.
and then it goes all the way up to the total of the rent.
I will
Every time
stream.
people donate,
I'll stream from Monday till the weekends.
Rent's paid, y'all.
Yo,
Thank
rent's
you.
paid. Thank you, thank you, y'all. Until next month. Until
He
next
cuts the
month.
stream immediately. As soon as he hits the goal.
soon
Oh,
as
it's
we
off. No
Next-
buy.
and then next month he started again.
Nah, man, I need food and shit too, though. You can't just do it, just rent. All right. Back to news. So, if you guys didn't see our reaction to the Nintendo Direct this afternoon, what got you guys excited, and did your predictions come true?
Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. Is it?
Yep, 3 hopes.
Oh, I instantly knew what the fuck that game was instantly.
3 hoes.
I saw 3 hoes.
3 hoes.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Call that a party. No,
Call that a Friday.
call that a Friday never.
Hoe one, hoe number 2, hoe number 2.
No, it looked dope, man. I was very excited. I knew they were gonna announce something Fire Emblem. I didn't know if it was gonna be a remake, a Warriors game, an Echoes, whatever the fuck they call them, or a direct sequel. But it was dope, man. I heard that music. That music was in that trailer. I was like,
That's what they kicked off with, though. Yeah.
but you know what the funny thing is about Fire, Age of Calamity and Fire Emblem, the new one, the new Warriors game, is that both of their original games, Breath of the Wild and Three Houses, were very dark. There's a lot of death, and then they make a Warriors game that's like opposite.
Yep.
You know, like you
Yeah.
could change the course of history that happened. You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's not as dark. You can
Yeah,
actually
it's-
save people.
So it makes you think about.
Yeah, and
the sequel.
that's what I always complain about in Three Houses. I'm like, this is dark as shit, man. Very, very dark. I mean, I understand that's the vision, but I'm like, I wish you could, all 3 main characters, you could use them or they link together. And then I see in the trailer, I'm like, oh, they're fighting together. I like this. okay, I'm about that life. That's dope. I like
So it's
that.
an alternate story.
Yeah, I like it. I like
Maybe,
it.
or is it a prequel? It's something.
No, it's definitely
it's
not.
an alternate
It's not a
story.
prequel.
It
It's
takes
not a
place in the
prequel.
same
no.
world as
Yeah,
them. It's not the same
It's the
story.
exact same shit as Age of Calamity. It's just a different type of thing.
Well, Age of Calamity was actual storyline, though. That was a prequel.
The Age of Calamity wasn't a prequel.
Age of
I
Calamity.
thought it was a prequel.
Yeah,
It starts as a prequel, then it diverges. So it
Oh, it
might
went on its own route?
it might have created an alternate timeline. People are saying
Because there's
Somebody called Doctor Strange.
basically it was some Doctor Strange shit
They
because
went on a different
because they showed like where each character in Breath of the Wild was supposed to die and then that fate changed. So yeah, so it's
Spoilers.
It's hey, listen. too bad. No, but I,
fuck,
but
man,
I-
you ruined it for me to
But
say
I
that.
see that. I see that in the new one. So it looks incredible.
Yeah, it did look like an anime.
It looks so fucking good.
I'd still like to see it on a better system, but
Yo, use a hoe.
the possibilities.
Use a hoe.
The possibilities.
That you
Use
love.
a
But
graphics
it looks
hoe.
very good. Look, it looks very good. But whenever that happens on Switch, I want to see it with
This
you know
guy.
From now on, it's
This-
like use a hoe.
this
some
guy,
more
yeah.
fidelity. Damn it.
Graphics.
Graphics hoe.
Hey, hey. All right. So what did you like? I mean, we can go through all the titles, but we're gonna go through what we like.
What we
All
like,
right,
yeah,
all right.
yeah.
What I liked, it was 2 games actually. One of them I've never messed with. It was a franchise I've never messed with. I know about it. Never mess with it. It's a tactical game. Front mission. Looks dope.
It
Looks dope.
did look good. A lot of
looks
people
dope.
are excited.
Never
excited
mess.
about it.
Never mess with a tactical. Never mess with any of the front.
It was a big franchise.
It is a big franchise. Never mess with it, but it looked dope. In the presentation, it looked good.
It look good.
And the other one was the Advance Wars 1 and 2 remaster or whatever remake. They did a lot.
It looked.
They did a lot
looked
to
very
that shit.
clean.
Because being from somebody that played the Game Boy Advance version, and then like watching that, I'm like, damn, they added voice acting, they added freaking animations, like clean, like they changed the whole. They've just built the game from the ground up to make it look like with 3D and shit like that, and it looks good. And I'll say, for people that are interested in tactics games, that tactics style of gameplay is so addictive, man. It's really, really well done. It's, I dare I say, I think you would enjoy that shit.
What, Advance Wars?
Yeah,
It's never been my type.
yeah.
No, Eric. The thing that's the character development.
would.
That's
Yes.
what
Yes.
Eric
Yeah.
would lacks of it. He likes the commanders are the only character development. The units, I don't think Eric would get into it too much because the units aren't, they're not people. That he likes.
But the 2 especially too had the character development of the commanders or whatever the units
right.
had better character development with the the interaction with the units or whatever the commanders. Way better than the first one.
You know what? And I didn't play the second one. I only played Dual Strike and I played the first one. I played the first one and Dual
shit.
Strike, and I love Dual
The
Strike.
Oh,
second
so
one
you're
was
gonna have a lot of fun.
Oh, dude, you have to
You're
play
gonna
the
have a lot
second
of
one.
I've never played the second
And
one.
that's why you should get this one.
Black Hole Rising of never played it.
Oh man,
It's
dude.
no Valkyria Chronicles though.
fun. Chronicles.
No, listen,
And I played Days of Ruin.
it's different. It's
Actually,
different.
did you play?
I
did you
didn't
play
like Days of
Chronicles yet?
Ruin.
You didn't play Valkyria.
You played like
Chronicles,
one
right?
the first
I
battle.
played 3 battles. 3
So you
battles.
didn't get into the characters,
And I didn't
stuff,
get
yeah.
into the characters. I didn't get
Gotcha.
into anything.
Oh, that's gonna be fun for you.
Tactical Tuesday.
Yo,
Coming soon.
I think
But
about
you-
that game a lot. I
Yeah,
think about it
it's
a lot.
very underrated. That's one of the biggest underrated games ever.
No, I got it. I got
Both
it.
of them.
Part 1 and 4.
Oh, incredible.
And if you got the PSP,
Oh, Harish Merish, you gotta play Tiny Metal Full Metal Rumble. That's pretty awesome.
That's another one that I'm.
that was inspired by it.
That wasn't that. Well, he's talking about Tiny Metal. I don't know if he's talking about the first one or the whole Tiny Metal series,
But I'm saying that was inspired by it.
that was inspired by that.
Yes.
But he said it flopped. I'm like, you gotta play the second one. Second one's much better than the first one, and it was inspired by Advance Wars. Yes.
Advanced
Plus,
Wars
you
started.
got another title too, though.
And Wargroove too. What's that?
You got Triangle Strategy too.
Oh yes, I forgot about that. Actually, I'm glad you said that. Well, that's a given though, because I downloaded the demo last year, and I played it 3 times, and that demo is fucking awesome.
And they usually take criticism from the demo and fix the game,
And
basically.
I really didn't have many complaints about the demo. I'm like,
No gripes?
what?
I said no gripes?
No.
He said, I
Neither
think
did
they said
I.
no grime.
But
That's what I thought you said. That's why I was like, wait, what?
No grime in there?
There's mad grime in there.
there was like a list of little quirks that people had, and I was I'm like with Al, I'm like I kind of loved it.
Yeah, like I had literally like I played 3 times. I played the fucking thing, man. Last year.
Dude, you know me.
And-
I'm so picky with shit. But the funny thing is about this trailer in particular, about this game, right? I didn't really have any interest in this style. I just don't like that style. The little ass legs, and when they attack, they're like, "Ugh,"
Final
you know?
Fantasy Tactics.
But there was some attacks in that trailer that I liked.
Nah, the attacks
But
are
they
better.
had-
I
They're
said,
better.
I was like,
different
wait,
level.
something, the animation of some shit. I said, ooh, that character looks kind of fucking cool.
They don't play around.
I'm probably going to mess
Triangle
with it.
strategy. The battle that was in the demo. We controlled like 10 people, right? It
Yeah,
was
like 10 to 12.
It wasn't like
12.
6. It was like 12
I
people.
played
or
that battle.
something.
I played that
And
battle.
then they added like 2 like non-playable characters
I
that
will
join their party?
probably play
I think
it.
there's a new demo. I saw an article said that there's.
Oh,
there's
no, they're releasing it 23rd of this month,
What?
I think.
Really?
In the thing.
Oh,
Triangle
shit.
Yeah,
Strategy. Yeah,
another demo.
Supposed to be another demo that
Yeah.
you could play, and it's
Oh, you can play up to the third
Yeah.
chapter. They
Listen.
said play up to the third chapter, and you can save it and continue on the game.
I've
Yeah,
been
it's amazing.
wanting Final Fantasy Tactics to be remade.
They know it's gonna hook you. That's why they did
But
that.
this is the fucked up thing: is that this is a different franchise completely,
Yep.
but it's made similar to the style.
But they might have some of the people
Tactics.
from that. They might have some of the people from there because it's Square still.
Oh god,
Perfect.
You mean
Okay,
design?
that would be
characters.
That would
That
fucking.
explains
I'd
a
be
lot.
like, I'd be like,
Oh, people
oh,
made it. Yeah, yeah.
really?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly.
I can't say
dude.
for sure, but possibly.
Dude,
Yeah,
if
they're
that-
like this.
Still
Yo,
like it,
dude,
man.
if that happens, that'd be like, okay, yeah, I don't need a remake.
With
I
the
don't need a-
voice acting and a lot of
Dude, yeah.
decisions you make with the outcomes and stuff, I think that's going to be real special. If it's rated under a 9, I'll be surprised. I'll be very
The
surprised.
thing that I liked is that with Final Fantasy Tactics, my gripe with that game was the fact that it was only 3 tiers of camera angles that you could change. It was
This one's like a
1, 2, and 3. That was it. And with this, it's like you can whatever you wanted. You could change the camera, whatever. You could zoom in,
That's some
zoom
bitch.
in, zoom out. You can move it anywhere in the map, and it looked freaking beautiful.
I prefer the Resident Evil camera.
Wow.
Different type of
Tank control? Somebody saying. No, but that was it, man. That
Alright.
that game definitely, man.
As
you for
far
reminding
as no problem. As far as what I found interesting, a lot of throwbacks apparently. So Chrono Cross got me excited until
Oh.
Uh-oh.
I saw the frame rate and hopefully that was bad. That was bad frame rate. They had a bad frame rate in the trailer.
No, that one part I did see a little
That
skippage.
was
Later
very
on, it
skippy.
was cleaned up, but I did see
No,
a little
it's
skippage
drawn
there.
like it's high res. It looks fine. It still
still,
looks. It's still a remake, but the original game had that type of animation also. Yes,
A little skippage.
yes. So they didn't improve on it from the looks of the trailer.
They're
I
like,
can't
let's
say-
keep it the same. Let's keep it the same.
Yes, they
people
just.
like the game.
I don't know, man, but. You know, like I said, the music in that is phenomenal, and I didn't beat the game. I was very addicted to it at some point. I did put in hours upon hours, so I don't know if I want to do it again. But I'll have to see how it pans out and see how people like it. And then they had Klonoa 1 and 2. And
That was surprising. I was
yeah.
surprised to
Very.
see that. I was like, what?
The fact that
looked
they
really
did
good.
part 1 over, I was like, ooh.
Dude, it almost looked like a Smash reveal character.
Yeah. It should have been. That was a great character.
They added Klonoa and Smash.
Klonoa is a great character, but the first game is great. The second one is amazing. So I would recommend both of them if you like platformers at all. But I don't think that 2 looks that much different.
No.
Because 2 looked crazy on the PS2.
That's what didn't excite me.
It looked nice as hell there. But, I mean, they did clean it up. It is clean.
Listen, but it's just
But they didn't need to be clean.
but it's portable though.
And I'm
too,
glad
so-
that it's possible to get again because that game should be played.
Yeah.
So I'm happy that it's coming out again on a system like the Switch.
Never liked the main character.
I mean,
He looks like a beach bum.
It's a cat dog kind
cool.
of like
he's cool. The game is cool because it's darker than you think.
Yeah.
But the character is fine. He's like a Sonic kind, but not a attitude guy. You know, he's like a Mario Sonic.
He's
mix.
like the AC Slater dude in one of the Final Fantasies.
Final Fantasy X.
not Titus, and that's not AC
That's
Slater.
AC Slater, dude.
It's not
I think
Titus.
you mean-
That's horrible.
Wait, don't you mean Waka?
No, he's
No.
talking about Titus.
He's still talking about
Titus.
Titus?
Titus.
AC Slater, dude.
He's talking about Titus.
I don't understand
I
that
feel like
either.
AC Slater wasn't blonde, bro.
Not at
Exactly.
all.
It doesn't make
I
any
don't
sense.
get, I don't get the
It
reference.
doesn't make
at
sense.
I don't
all.
get it either,
It
dude.
doesn't
I
make
never
sense
did.
at all.
And you had Oran with the man. I don't like that shit. Fuck those games.
We're
What is
canceled.
wrong with you?
We have been canceled.
Dude,
You
I
just
don't-
the one saying
I don't know
stop
what the
spreading
fuck-
negativity? Like,
can't do.
Yeah.
You can't do 90s jokes anymore.
I was joking. All I said was man. That's all I did.
can't do
I played it off good. I played it off good, dude. That was like the G-rated version of that joke.
So
dude.
long story
Quality
short,
sake,
the
bro.
game ain't for you.
So
That's
Oh my
all.
god.
So that's what it's like to preach
It is
hate. It felt good. I'm joking.
It is Titus. It's another name from Final Fantasy that we pronounced wrong for years.
Like Cecil.
Yes, Cecil is awful.
Cecil sounds bad.
Cecil's way better.
He said it's Titus.
It's Titus. That's a terrible name. But Titus isn't a great name either, but Titus sounds more like a hero.
Titus.
Unless you say tight ass. That's a terrible name.
I like saying that though.
He's a tight ass.
He's a tight ass.
He's a tight ass.
Yo, you could. It's. Oh my
So-
god, that fits.
Another game that got me excited.
Pause.
He said, "Wow, he does have a tight ass."
Yo,
You better clarify. You better
Pause,
clarify
Kev.
what you mean.
He said,
That's
"Oh
not
yeah,
what I meant.
that fits." Pause, Kev. No
you got
explanation
too
at all.
excited. You got too excited.
You got mid
The way
height.
no, Titus is spelled. It's spelled like tight ass.
Derail.
That's what I meant.
He said,
The derail.
No
is-
pause,
is
nothing.
real.
I didn't mean it that way.
The derail is
Bro,
real, yo.
bro.
The derail.
Sorry,
Another
go
game
ahead.
that got me excited
Jesus.
We only got to check.
was Switch Sports. Nintendo Switch Sports.
Yes.
I was happy as hell because people have been asking for Wii Sports for I don't know how long. And they're like, how come I can't get my bowling game? You know, because people just wanted to switch.
For a
I
minute.
mean, they just wanted the Wii just for bowling.
Just
Yeah,
bowling.
and some
that
people
bowling game
only
was
got
fun.
it just for
Their
bowling.
sales gonna be ridiculous with this.
And families
This is
have been
gonna be
asking,
ridiculous.
where is Wii Sports? Because that's all my kids want to play is the tennis game and bowling. And I had no answer for them. I said, oh, what the 51 game collection thing has a bowling game in it? Doesn't quite play the same.
Jay was like, "Well, you're just gonna have to take that."
I mean, yeah, that's the only thing they have there. You can play checkers, you can play darts, you can play bowling. It's not quite the same because it's overwhelming looking at 51 games. This is a simplified version and by Nintendo, so you know it's going to be similar to Wii Sports.
You should have said, "Why don't you go outside the house and play tennis with your kid? You fucking lazy parents." Listen,
The kids are too small to play tennis. But I'm happy that they announced this finally because it was left field. I had no idea. There was no rumors, nothing. No one said, "Hey, Wii Sports has a chance of coming out tonight." So I was hyped about that.
no, it looked dope.
Wii
It
Sports
dope.
looked good, yeah.
It looked really dope.
I was happy to see it too.
I like
All
their.
of those are like remakes. Though.
I love their cringy presentation of the guys on.
Oh
the
no,
left
that
and
was
the right.
awful.
I'm like,
no, the volleyball
you
that
guys-
did not sell me on. The volleyball did not sell me because he's like, you got to jump up, but this is what you do.
no, the volleyball itself
You don't jump.
looked fine, but them demonstrating it
That's
made,
how you
made
play
it look
it.
bad.
That's how tight and corny you got to
He-
play it.
he s- that's how he did the set. He did like this.
You don't jump or anything. Yeah, it's weird to
Go
play.
like this.
You can't play volleyball.
and you go like this to serve, and
Tennis is totally different.
I'd rather use a controller. Just like a
You just go
controller.
boink, boink. You'll find a cheap way to play it.
I'd
It's gonna
rather
be
do
boring.
motion controls with that game. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun.
yeah, we're gonna see you play volleyball.
I wanted
Yeah.
archery though, man. That
It's
was
in
the-
there.
That
It's in
was
there.
that was the thing that would have
Archery's
got
not
me if they emphasized that. I'd be like,
not in
oh
there.
word.
There's
No, it's
no
not.
archery.
No, it's not.
It might be.
It'll be in it.
It might
If
be
they
DLC.
added,
That
if
was
they
in
added
the original.
eventually.
It'll be back.
The Wii Sports Resort, they'll
Not in the
probably
original,
add that.
Yeah, it'll probably be add-on.
Might be a DLC or something. We'll see. how
They
that
like
goes.
doing DLC.
Like you think that won't have any add-on games?
It
Fuck
might.
out of here. That's
Depends on how it sells.
What did you like?
I liked how the leakers were wrong on.
Oh, they always.
It's like Nintendo. Whenever things like Nintendo,
How'd you like that Donkey Kong title though?
The
The one that, the one that they never announced.
yeah.
Punch out though.
Dude, they have a list.
What about the Punch Out one?
They have
said
a list of these.
I was
there
actually
was no
upset about that.
Breath of the Wild 2 trailer. You know, nothing
No,
like
no
that.
name.
There was nothing like that. There
No
was
Breath of the
there was
Wild name.
supposed to be Mother 3. We got Earthbound and Earthbound Begins, which is fine. I'm actually gonna play those actually, especially the Earthbound Rasta beat. Once that comes on, that's gonna be great.
It's about Rasta beats.
Oh, it goes.
That-
do, 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 do.
All right,
You know
man.
about that?
What
No,
else?
It's awesome. Other than that, though, it's crazy. I can't wait for that. So I can't wait to play that when I get off this podcast.
Somebody sampled that garbage beat
No,
and
it's
make it a
awesome.
song.
Anyway, other than that, no,
Christ.
I liked Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I had a feeling that was going to show, and that was there. Kirby looked good.
Kirby
Yeah,
looked
Kirby looked real good.
really good.
It looked really good.
And Xenoblade, that's it.
They said that was going to be a Mario Kart 9, and I'm glad it wasn't.
I was very happy.
I'm like, they don't need another Mario
Well, you
Kart.
know what? They announced 48 stages
That's what I'm saying.
Yo, but that DLC
for
though.
DLC.
Remade
That's a lot of
stages
DLC.
from
That's
48. 48. I'm like, did
I
you
would have
just
thought
put
maybe 7 at most, and that would
I
have
thought
been way more than
I thought it was gonna be double, like 14.
Yeah.
That shit's 40.
I'm gonna have to pick that up. That's free with the expansion.
No,
It's
Yeah, it is.
$25.
$25.
No, it's free
With
with,
the
the
expansion?
expansion.
It's
No,
free
it's
with the
free with the expansion.
Oh, with the special.
If you're paying the $50 for online, you get it for free.
Oh
Shit.
I
Oh.
might just do that.
That's
No,
a
just
lot
buy
of
it for
mercy.
$25.
No, I might
Yeah,
just
no,
do
no,
that.
don't
It's the
support
same
that.
price for
Don't
I
the
might
support-
just do
don't
that.
support
It's
that.
cheaper
Don't
for
support
the just the 25.
Just buy it 25.
When they put DK64 on there, I'm gonna get that. We'll see how that goes.
It's
I
$5
don't want to
cheaper.
play Donkey Kong.
Other than that, no, the Wii Sports thing was great. What else was there? What was it? Something mission. There was some tactical game that was in
Front
there.
Mission.
Front Mission looked interesting because I know that was Forever Entertainment was making that, and I was like, I've heard about that.
But that's one of the titles.
That's
that
what
they're
I
taking
said.
over?
And yeah, that's what Al was talking about. And I'm like, yeah,
I
I'm
know
interested in
Forever
that too.
Entertainment.
Forever Entertainment, yeah, they're doing that. What other was a surprise? We got the Wii Sports. We got the Xenoblade Chronicles.
Is that the Square game? They said they had a
No, it was
Square game.
Square.
they were
That
making.
was
that
from
was one of
Mission.
them then.
Square.
Yeah, that was it then.
From Mission was Square.
Because remember, we was like, it can't be Final Fantasy. They're not
Yeah,
doing a
yeah.
Final Fantasy. And they were like, it might be like Parasite Eve or something. So it's Front Mission. That's what it was.
That's
He
a
mentioned
throwback.
that. He mentioned that a long time ago.
Yeah,
He did,
on
yeah.
the
Get out of
podcast.
Get out of
Yeah,
here.
on the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, we look at that.
Yeah, he said a Square game, but we were like, what could it be?
What's
And
up
it
with
was
that Panzer remake?
Tactics
though?
game.
Chrono Cross is a great announcement. I'm gonna get it, regardless. Well, I hope it runs better.
You gonna get that Dreamers edition?
That,
It has a text adventure in that.
might make you fall asleep. Possibly. Yeah, it might make you fall asleep. I've been waiting for that game. I was like, I love Chrono Trigger, and Chrono Cross is supposed to be legendary. So I can't wait to play
It's
that.
great.
Yeah, I think that's about it. I think that covers everything. That
All right.
same games,
Chuck, what caught you?
same games.
I can't even front. I didn't even see the direct. But Fire Emblem Warriors, Three Hopes, that definitely interests me. 'Cause
Three Hoppers.
I'm a huge fan of Warriors
Three
games.
hoppers.
Three hoppers. Three hoppers.
You didn't see it. They pronounced it Hoppers.
No, they didn't. They did not. Stop it. Don't listen to this guy.
Such an asshole.
It's three
Three
hopes.
Hopes.
That's how
Three
you
hopes.
read.
With a
motherfucker.
straight
And,
ass face, too.
and while I'm not a big fan of Super Deformed Gundam, it's still Gundam.
Oh,
forgot they had
Gundam.
the
Yes,
Gundam
the
game.
Gundam.
No,
Might
it's
have-
Gundam.
It's SD Gundam.
And I knew. We knew
SD
this.
Gundam.
What?
We called it.
You'll mess with it. You know
We
you
called
are.
it. Super deformed.
I mean, probably.
See, we knew it. We called it. During the stream. We called it. We're like, yeah,
I'll
Turbo.
probably,
and
I'll probably
Char.
check those two out.
Yep.
It is kind of cool that they're making a Force Unleashed.
Oh, I forgot about
I
that.
forgot about that too.
That was the Wii version. That's why it looked so weird.
Right.
Oh man.
They updated the graphics on the Wii.
I mean, it looked.
Who's a hoe?
It looked like. it was.
No, it looked
the frame rate
different.
looked really good.
It did look, but it looked different than the Xbox one. I was just wondering why. That's because it's the Wii
Because
version.
it's the Wii version.
Yeah.
But it
I
wasn't
don't
bad.
remember there was a difference in the Wii version.
The difference is the motion controls.
Yeah, they still have it.
That's awesome.
They
That's
still
good.
have it.
I might just go back and play it on my 360.
What about Chalk? You like mech games, man? Nothing
do.
on From Mission?
Dude, I didn't see the trailer.
You don't mess with strategy role players though.
Nah.
Nah, you.
Not really.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever.
You did.
They had
what was
another
it,
mech game
Dragon?
also, though. I forgot the name of it. They had another mech game that they announced. I forgot the name of it, though.
I'm gonna go back and check it out. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
See,
all
because I said the
I was
Wii
playing
version
Halo.
wasn't
I'm
great.
sorry. I'm an addict.
Star
I think
Wars.
From Mission would be.
I was playing Halo.
You would like that.
What do you want me to do? I was playing Halo. I'm sorry.
I was just very surprised that the direct was that good. With a lot of their bangers weren't there. Right?
Sorry.
Yeah. Like there was no Zelda, right? There was no Star Fox, no Pit, no
They had so many
Metroid,
titles, though.
no Metroid, no Bayonetta wasn't shown again. Like all those were
Surprisingly.
not shown, and it was still a dope direct, which is dangerous. That's a dangerous.
Plus, they had something for almost every month.
They had-
till July. They had something for every month.
Bringing
they had
out-
multiple stuff in June.
bringing back all throwbacks. They're bringing back the fucking Nintendo Land shit, pretty much the Wii Sports or whatever. They brought that back. Xenoblade Chronicles.
And that
3.
looked crazy. And I'm not even a
I'm a Xenoblade
fan.
guy.
Like,
Yeah.
A Fire Emblem title, like that's crazy.
It's funny too because the Fire Emblem was left field because they said it was either going to be a sequel to Three Houses or it was going to be like a remake of Genealogy of the Holy War.
And I'm very happy that it was a Warriors game because I don't want to see it. I mean, I like three houses, but I don't think it needs a sequel.
Seriously,
I think this is the sequel for me, but I think they're still working on whatever remake it is.
I'm sure it is.
That's still going to happen. I know they're working. I
would
just
like
don't know
to
what
see-
it is.
I would like to see the port though of Radiant Dawn.
I would like.
I want to see
that's
that
what I'm
as a
saying.
remake.
but that would be cool, though.
No,
Yeah.
I personally would like to see that
they
because
up
I
that-
want to fucking play.
I don't need a
It'd
brand
be
new.
better to play
I don't need a
portable.
brand new Fire Emblem game. I'm fine with remakes. Yeah, I'm fine with remakes of old one or like Al just said, Path of Radiance, Radiant Dawn,
Only
remastered
because
or remade.
only because it's in my backlog and I haven't played the original versions of those
Play
games.
'em.
Well,
Yeah.
plus those games are direct sequels, so
Right.
it put them together.
Right.
Makes
Like a
sense.
pack. Yeah, put them
Makes
in as
A collection.
Because they do, the Fire Emblem Echoes. That's when they remake it.
That's when
They
do
call them
remakes, yeah.
Echoes. So
They're on two
Oh,
different
okay.
systems,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
They're on two different systems.
Yes, they are.
yeah, a Radiant Dawn was Wii, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
And
then Wii.
GameCube was
Oh,
Path
GameCube.
of Radiance.
Damn, that's back.
Yeah, Path of Radiance was GameCube.
It's backwards compatible, but that
What
game
about-
is expensive as hell.
What about the 3DS versions? What were they? Fates?
Those are
Awakening and
Awakening.
Fates. Fates was
Yeah.
trash.
You like Fates?
Awakening's overrated. Fight
Okay.
me.
Well,
You
they're
know
old.
what? I
It's
can't
old, right?
disagree with that.
Awakening's old though. Wasn't that a
Awakening's
remake?
old. I mean, that's with Lucina. I mean, the character designs were dope, but they had fucking like pegs as feet.
But what if they remastered that shit and like they did with God
I
of
think
War?
I think that'd be
They
pretty
did it with
dope.
God of War, where they did the PSP versions. They remastered them and they
I
made
think-
them like.
I would mess with Awakening. Was cool. I did
the
enjoy
thing.
Awakening. Fates
Okay.
is trash.
Fates wasn't a bad game, but story-wise, oh god, it was just too complicated.
It failed. The main character was
Complicated, really?
dude. The
It
main
was too
character was
convoluted.
like, fuck.
Wow.
I didn't give a shit about Corrin. Corrin's whack.
You know, and he had a personality too. Like he talked and stuff, and it's
Who,
like
Corrin?
talked. Yeah,
That's awful.
he wasn't a silent protagonist, but I just didn't. The story was fucked up. It
Yeah,
was just, it
Shadows
was-
of Valentia was dope. I like that.
Shadows of Valentia was awesome.
What was that for?
That was last 3DS Fire Emblem game. It was a remake of Fire Emblem Gaiden.
Yeah.
Gaiden. Did I say Gaiden?
Gaiden, whatever.
Whatever it is. It was a remake of that, and it was a great game.
It was great. Main character was dope. The other the
What does
chick
Gaiden
characters
mean?
I don't know.
Was
It's
what?
been used in multiple games.
Gaiden?
I don't know what Gaiden.
I think it means side story. I think it
I feel like
means-
it means adventure.
I
Like
think,
Ninja Gaiden, I never really cared what Gaiden meant. And I see it in other games. I'm like, it means something.
I think
like
it means side. I
Crusade.
think so. Or
Gaiden.
side stories. I don't know why.
But
I
yeah,
think side story.
Radiant Dawn, Path of Radiance. Those are in my top 5 games all time. I'm telling you. So those are remade. I was waiting for it too because I'm like, yo, I might have a heart attack on this podcast. Like I was like, if they show this shit right now,
I'd be excited.
I will fucking wild out.
Because that's how they'd probably win me over. I would have to try those.
Oh my
if they
God.
came out again.
I would be like, oh, I don't know if my heart can take that.
So then you say, Sega, look at this.
No, I would
Look at this.
I would run around. I would run around the table. If
You
they
would go
did
to
that.
Sega headquarters in Japan and be like, before you close down, look at this.
Seriously.
So excluding Chalk, because he hasn't seen the shit, what would you guys rate?
B+, A-.
Yeah, I'll give it a B plus. Definitely B plus.
I'm gonna give it a solid B.
Yeah.
I'd say an A-, because regardless of them not announcing the main games
I'm-
people
I'm
keep
tilting-
on wanting, they have
I was
so
right,
many
right.
games that look great in this thing that they
That's-
announced that
yeah.
we didn't know about.
That's why I'm tilting towards A-,
A-.
because the what was it, the Wii Sports thing? That to me put it over. I was like,
They're,
did not see that coming.
For me
what they
personally, I
did
would've-
today, what they did today, they're shooting for sales.
Yeah.
They're shooting to be the
Oh,
number
yeah,
one
yeah.
system of all time.
You know, that's exactly
And
what
they're
that
like,
told
we're
me.
not done.
No.
And we got more. And wait until we announce Mario again. And wait until we announce
Mario
Zelda
Kart
again.
48 courses. That was like, yo.
That's the next
No,
3
they
or 4
have-
years.
they
That was
have
like
good.
3 or 4 years they got
They have
scheduled.
shit brewing. They're not. The Switch is not going to be done for a hot minute.
And you thought they would. You thought because they were slowing down. You're like, all right, I got Metroid and Zelda. What else you got after that? And
Well,
they
no,
hit you with
put
so many
those on
things
the
no one was
direct.
talking about. It's
Well, knowing that every
Kirby looks crazy.
well,
That
knowing
looks
that every
insane.
game, company, they as soon as a game launch, like a new system launches, they immediately start working on the next generation.
Yeah, but they're
Like
not-
they're working on the next. They are working on it.
On
Like,
the system, yeah, not the game,
Guaranteed, they're working on it, right? But it's the question is like, when are they gonna release that shit?
whenever they announce
When are
Mario
they
Kart
gonna do that shit?
9.
Exactly.
Mario Kart 9 should not be for this console.
exactly.
No,
Exactly.
it shouldn't. It should be the
When
Switch.
Grand,
too.
Theft, when Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out, Mario
Right.
Kart 9 will come out, and they, one will be on Nintendo,
Right.
the other one won't.
But
It'll be
they're
on the
doing
Switch
it.
stick.
They're doing the right thing though. They released the Switch Lite, like 2 years ago, right? Then they did the Switch, not the thing.
OLED.
OLED.
Switch thing.
OLED.
No, the OLED Switch.
Yeah, I want
right?
that OLED.
When was that?
OLED.
September.
It was earlier this year. Well, last year.
September. Okay, so earlier this year, or last year, and so they have the momentum and they have the games. Because without games, you don't have a console.
And
Nobody's
you always
gonna buy
say,
the
what's
shit.
that title that's going to push them this year?
Right.
And
Right.
just the fact that they have that sports game, you don't know the power of that game.
The Direct told me the entire story, exactly what you just said a little while ago. They want the top spot.
They come in
They
for
they
you.
want the top spot so bad.
And what's crazy
So
is
bad.
they didn't even have the indie direct yet.
No.
Which
no,
is even
no indie world?
crazier. 'Cause
No.
There were
that's
so many
gonna-
things left out. That's why it's scary.
They didn't even announce the
It's-
name in Zelda yet.
Exactly.
No, you don't even know.
They could have
There's no release date for the
They
goddamn.
could have
shit.
easily told you the name.
There's
They was
no
like,
rel-
no, we can wait.
There's no release date for that.
We got
There's no release-
Xenoblade Chronicles.
You know what I thought? I honestly thought they were gonna say a release date for Mario plus Rabbids
They didn't even
the
say
sequel.
They
nothing
didn't even
about
mention
that.
that. Yeah, that
No,
was-
they didn't even say it. They
that's-
did not even mention
But that's why I brought that took down points.
That's like
That took down points for
They
that.
got,
I did. That's why
They
the
got-
presentation. I was like, yo, I was expecting that. 'Cause
They
I'm
had
like, yo,
enough
don't expect
strategy
anything. That's
role-playing.
what
they do.
Don't
they
expect
do.
anything
They
from
do.
Nintendo.
But I
Nintendo-
wanted. That's the
Yeah,
game I
expect
want.
it.
Me personally,
They
I
announced
wanted
Mario
it.
Strikers
I'm like,
though.
all right.
Nintendo is the definition of
Yeah.
real G's moving silence. They just stay quiet.
Yeah, no,
They do their own fucking thing, and then they hit you in the fucking mouth with a bunch
Bro.
of titles.
Yep.
That's it. That's
Bro,
what they.
8
That's what they've
players,
always been doing.
strikers.
The beat
And
Eight
they don't give a
players.
fuck about what you think.
And they don't care about online
But you know what?
at all.
And they do not care about online. They'll put stuff out for online, but they do not care about
Well,
online.
they're testing it. They're testing it.
Dude, they can say this game is 100 players online. It doesn't matter because no one's gonna be able to play it anyway.
What game was? What
You
game
won't
was
have
it?
10 people playing all.
What game were they? What game was it that they were like? We were testing. It was like the online beta, whatever they're testing. What game was that?
It was something that sports, Wii Sports.
Oh,
I mean
yes.
not Wii Sports. This is Nintendo Sports.
It's like happening
It's
this
2 days.
month, right?
2 days at
Yeah.
the end of the month, like to the
Yeah,
17th.
they're
and
testing
18th.
it
They're gonna
out.
test it
And
out
I'm
because
like-
they know their shit's fucked up and they have to get it right.
But are
Oh,
they gonna,
they actually, if that game helps them get their internet right,
If it's right,
oh my gosh,
Nintendo with a good internet.
Dangerous. That's dangerous.
if
How
they
do
can
they-
get tennis to work and bowling was like 8 players or something like that, if they can get that to work online, like perfect, even semi-perfect, it's over. It's over.
Yeah.
Then the next thing.
If it doesn't drop you,
Then they got
Did you see the match I was playing today? This shit moved like this, like
They gotta have
5
Smash.
frames a second.
I couldn't play
4-on-4.
Tetris.
They
Yo.
gotta have Smash 4-on-4.
Tetris
I was just
Effect.
gonna say that.
well,
Smash
that's how the next
4-on-4.
game is going to be. It's going to be the
Smash
same game, only good online.
Tetris Effect on the Switch is broken.
And I'll buy it.
It's broken.
Yeah, I mean,
Can't-
with
I
the
can't-
update, did it
it's-
update? Did you try it again?
I did, yes. and
It's still bad?
it's
You can go through 5 updates.
No,
Shit's gonna be
it's still
fucked up.
bad. It's still bad. But we'll see. It remains to be seen. We'll see what happens.
It got me excited actually because there's a lot of dope titles there, man. A lot of dope titles. I was very excited.
Yeah.
Very happy about it.
Yeah, I wasn't
I still give
expecting.
it a good rating, man.
I wasn't expecting anything, so I didn't come out disappointed because they didn't announce what I thought.
Yeah, I'm
I
not
went in there-
disappointed
I
about it.
went in there and said, "What you got?" And they came through.
I
and
would've
said,
said-
"This is what we got."
8 minutes in, I was like, God damn. I was like, holy shit. Chill, chill.
Actually, real quick. What games were you like the least amount interested in?
Well, they had that little short.
What was
Like,
it? That fucking party?
They had a montage in the middle that I didn't really care about most of those games.
Oh, when you
Yeah.
hated on it before you even showed?
Yeah.
That
No,
one?
some of those are good though.
yeah.
Some
No,
of
I
those
didn't
second
like
game was
about.
good. The
I
second
didn't like
game was
three,
good.
like
Yeah.
3 out of 5. I didn't like. It wasn't
Okay.
all of them.
That beat game,
Oh, the drum game.
I didn't give a
Drum
fuck
game.
about
No, we
that.
don't
Same
really
here.
care about
I
the
didn't give a
drum
fuck about that.
Same.
I'm sure it's
Yeah.
huge. I'm saying it's huge in Japan. but
I know
not
it's
something.
they did the 180 whatever the No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
That was a surprise.
That was
Well,
a surprise,
people don't
yeah.
expect that to be on the system. It's
But-
just surprising to see on the Switch.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that was a surprise.
I'm not interested in the game itself, but
Same here.
apparently it's good.
Same here.
I got Starlink.
That's what I heard.
That's gonna scratch that itch for me. But that looked intriguing.
Yeah, I have no
They
interest.
came
in
a
it.
long way, dude.
Yeah.
Okay,
They're
they built
like-
that up.
They're coming out with those titles because they're like, we're trying to figure out how to do a Star Fox. We still don't know how to do
Yeah,
one.
they didn't announce a Star Fox.
Somebody tell us.
We're trying to. I'm guaranteed
It's
they're
gonna
trying
be
to
a
figure
Star
it out.
Fox F-Zero crossover.
Dude,
Where they race and then go right into
It's-
space.
they race and go in space.
That'd be crazy.
For me personally, the
I didn't care about the squid shit either.
no.
Oh,
Splatoon 3. I didn't really.
Splatoon
care.
It's a
3,
good
no.
game.
It
you
looked,
know?
I
If
hated
you
the
like
music,
it-
dude. The trailer had terrible music.
That music's got to change. That's awful.
It had terrible music.
That almost ruined the
If
entire
anyone
game.
take my headphones
Yeah.
off, I'm sorry.
It's
Almost.
solid, but yeah,
The game looks
Almost.
fine.
Yeah.
If
I
you're a
liked it-
Splatoon fan, you're gonna love that game. But that music is atrocious. It's fucking bad. Even
the
when
trailer,
you,
no.
especially when you play in Smash Bros. And you're on that stage, I'm like, this music is fucking terrible. It sounds like it's like backwards or something, or like
Oh,
not
man.
finished or something. It's so bad.
Yeah, that was
For
a
me-
down point for me.
For me personally, a mic drop moment would have been Punch Out.
They're not ever announcing
A
it.
remake,
on Twitter.
They were
Twitter.
hard
Or
with rumors for
just
Punch
a
Out.
booted, just a
Hard with
rebooted fucking just
Nothing.
Dude,
bring it out.
that's the
a port.
That's
I
the
don't care, man.
December direct.
What they said
They,
never-
want those knockout
No.
punches.
They
right?
said they would-
That's the like for me personally, I'd be like, oh shit.
The thing about those titles is they said they won't come out with the sequel unless there's a big difference in something they can do with it. Like they didn't come out with Punch Out until they had the Wii Fit board, and you could stand on it and punch that way. That's why it took them so long to come out with a
This
sequel.
one is portable.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
their. That's their. That's.
I mean,
that's-
yeah.
I think
None of the other
I
versions
think
have
the
been,
problem
so
with
come on.
Punch Out that they're probably running into is because there's a lot of
Cancel
there's a
culture,
lot
yeah.
of cancel culture going on, and they'll be very offended by the
It'll be a boring
stereotypical.
punch out.
Dude, I think the stereotypical shit needs to stay, and you got to go harder.
No,
than
you
that.
Yeah,
have
I
to.
think
that
that's
shit is
bullshit.
fucking funny,
Gotta
dude.
double
I think
down.
that's an
Double down on that motherfucker.
I think that's
that
an
shit's-
excuse,
That
man.
shit's fuck. No, for them,
Yeah, no, this is an excuse for them.
They
man.
need to do
I don't-
caricatures.
they're
man.
scared. They're scared.
If they do
No.
caricatures of celebrities and mess up with the name, that'd be perfect.
That was
And,
cool.
I'd love to beat up a Kanye.
It just
You
has
know
to be a
what?
parody.
Yeah, it's like
Beat up on Kanye.
I would
it-
love to hit
You
him.
mean a
with that.
Manye East?
Yeah, exactly. Manye East.
Hell yeah.
Manye East or
Hell yeah.
Especially if they add Mike Tyson.
Wanye
back.
West.
He has to be the last boss.
If they bring him back,
he has to,
they have to put his name in the. They have to have. They have
face
to have.
tattoo Mike Tyson.
That's the difference. That's how,
And
that's
his
how you
voice.
change it.
Get his voice in that
Yes.
motherfucker. Like that's how you
Yes.
do it.
Yeah, I mean he's been clean. Like there's no controversy surrounding him lately. So
No.
People are
Mike
just
Tyson
scared
in
of
there.
this motherfucker.
Get him in there. What else is he doing? He's
'cause
ready.
He still hits like a ton of
He'll
bricks.
fuck
Yo,
Yeah.
you know what's funny? If they added like Logan Paul and fucking.
Logan Paul.
But
You mean-
but a parody of him.
You
though.
mean
Parody of
Rogel,
him.
No.
Parody
Rogan
of him.
Ball?
I would-
Rogan Mall.
I would
Rogan
buy
Ball.
that DLC just to beat them up.
Rogan Mall.
You mean Rogan Mall?
To be
Rogan
honest,
Mall.
Rogan
a lot
Mall.
of people want to hit him.
Rich YouTuber.
A lot of people want to hit
Yeah,
him.
but
Buying
enough
guy.
that They're kind of skilled, so you can't.
to be.
The average person won't be able to.
Not
do it.
Mike Tyson punch
Dude,
out.
he'll come out-
They'll be Glass Joe and Mike Tyson's punch out.
Hell yeah.
He'll come out.
If
listen,
they made him
Kinda does
Glass
resemble
Joe.
Glass Joe.
A little bit.
Nah,
If they
listen,
made him Glass Joe, oh shit, that would be.
listen, you got
Yo,
Paul Logan come
Nintendo, we
out.
got ideas, man.
You could have
It
Paul-
should be-
listen,
No, no.
listen. You could
Instead of
have
Glass Joe, it has to be Glass Low.
You could have Paul Logan come out with sunglasses, mad paparazzi following him, YouTube freaking award in his hand, and just mad little kids buying merchandise.
Mad little kids.
Oh,
Mass producer said F. White Tyson, right?
Yeah,
Kev?
that's
yeah,
exactly.
White Tyson.
F. White
Kevin
Tyson.
doesn't like White Tyson. He
Nope.
can't beat him.
White
Actually, they
Tyson
should
is
have
unbeatable.
Mike Tyson in it also.
They should.
They should have Mr. Dream in there also.
But Mike Tyson knocks him out before you fight him.
Yes.
So
They'll
it's
hype
like-
him up
so
the whole
like-
time, and then boom, special character Mike
Yep.
Tyson.
Mike
Done.
Tyson, he's like Akuma.
Yeah, exactly. Done the same way. Man, we got so many fucking dope ideas, man. Come on,
No,
man.
we
Bob
do, man.
Marley, Bob Charlie. I wasn't offended.
Ooh,
That was
Ooh.
hilarious. They took a
That's
celebrity
offensive.
and they did it.
It's not because it's like, who the fuck does that?
ooh.
That's like that. That's no. I don't even know how that's offensive because like
That's
no
not
one
offensive.
does
It's not
that.
offensive. It's
No one
fucking
does that.
hilarious.
Well, the only thing that was offensive was when the manager said "shuck and jive." Shuck and jive. He said something. He said that in the bathroom.
Man, he threw
Wait,
jive and they threw
That's
jive.
yeah.
and
Like
then-
he
Shuck
said.
and jive?
That's how you die.
He's talking about.
He's talking about. He was talking about dodging. Well,
Talking
yeah,
about
that's-
dodging, making a move. That's how you make a
yeah.
move,
Yeah.
man.
it was funny. Like, that's
Dude,
kind of a little
I would,
funny.
on,
I would
man.
make it as offensive
Were
as
you-
possible.
were you
He
offended?
wasn't. He wasn't
Were you
oil
offended by
man.
that?
He wasn't oil
That's
man.
Oil Man is as bad
Oil
as
Man
it
is
gets.
He
offensive.
wasn't oil man.
That was offensive.
And Mr. Popo, but Oil Man was.
Mr. Popo's mad.
No one understands how offensive that is.
But that's like, no. As
my
far
man
as,
is charred.
as far. No, but I never.
He had an inner tube as lips.
Who
A
has
red inner tube.
raise your hands if you've been offended by any character?
I laugh at it all.
No,
man.
they're
Everybody
funny.
does. It's
They're
funny.
funny.
Seriously, no, seriously.
Even
Like,
Disco
funny.
Kid's funny. He's funny.
He's funny,
I didn't play that enough.
dude.
Yeah, I
the
didn't play
characters
that
are funny. They're
Well, they-
lighthearted.
they are funny.
Who's the German guy who's like this? Like,
Because they get everybody.
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
head shaking? Like,
Now, if you talk about the
cares?
original Punch Out for NES, now okay, now that they had to change the names of the characters to bring it to the US because they were offensive.
Well,
They
but
were
they weren't
super
offensive to us.
No, but no. What was it?
That wasn't Russian.
Vodka drunk.
vodka Drunkinsky? I think that's
That's not
dope.
even. That's not even.
that
his
was
name.
great.
They
They
didn't
changed
roll
I mean,
it to
that's-
Soda Popinski.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Soda
yeah.
Pop.
But that rolls off
But
the tongue,
vodka
though.
drunk is like a Russian. No,
It's funny.
That,
I enjoy it.
But
He didn't even
that
look
is
drunk to me.
offensive though.
Yeah,
Right?
Actually, was
funny
he
'cause
red? He was
vodka's
like mad
actually-
red
He was like
French.
pink. Yeah, he was like
pink, but he was.
I mean,
French.
all
He was
Russians
like,
are drunk.
drinking
All right.
soda pop. Soda pop.
Sure was.
But they changed it to
Man.
That Asian
You know
dude
what
was
I mean? They
offensive
changed
to
it.
me. There was no reason for him to do that.
What?
They
Piston
didn't
Honda?
do Yes, Piston Honda. He needed to be him.
He said E Honda.
I said Piston Honda.
No, Kevin.
Oh, he said
Kev
E Honda?
I said, yeah, I
Ew,
thought
man.
Piston, I
The
thought
first one you said who E Honda?
Piston Honda. Yeah.
Yo, I couldn't get past the second iteration. I don't know
But
what
it's a
they changed
Japanese
on.
company.
Yeah, I know.
It's like-
That don't mean they can talk about themselves.
yes, it does. That's exactly what it means.
Everyone's too tight, man.
Not have Bruce Lee and the other one. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
No, they are, man. You gotta loosen up, man.
tight.
Everybody loosen
Dragon
up,
Chain,
guys.
yeah, he was awesome. Bruce Lee, yeah.
He would kick you in a boxing match. What the
Yeah,
fuck is
that
that?
was cheap.
Why is he
You
kicking
don't need
you?
no kicking in the game.
People need to loosen up, man. Have a sense of humor.
Nah, they should
Loosen
do a
up.
parody. It should be more parodied and just get over it. No, there's nothing. Stop being offended.
Bear Hunger,
Yeah.
Hugger,
Offended.
the Canadian drinking
Yo,
syrup. That was hilarious.
funny. It's
Loosen
funny.
up. Have a
hopefully-
sense of humor.
Hopefully soon we'll hear about a punch out of some sort because it's
Please.
portable.
Please.
Actually, did they have Mike Tyson's Punch Out or Punch Out in the thing? In the Nintendo
Punch Out's there, yeah.
Punch Out is in there?
And Super Punch Out's in there too.
But the old arcade games in there.
That's-
And
I
all
love
that
Super
shit
Punch
again
Out.
is
That's
on
trash.
the eShop, yeah.
Yeah, that's trash.
And it's trash.
Wii Punch Out is what I'm talking about. If you're gonna port that,
talk
that's
about-
awesome. That's the Wii port that you want.
You talk.
I'd like
that
to
you
see
want.
another Ready to Rumble. That would be crazy.
I mean, if they did it better, I would like to
Hey,
see it.
you know what? I wouldn't be mad at that either.
If they made it like Punch Out, I would like it better.
Ready to Rumble?
Yeah. I prefer that gameplay. Just because you have to learn better. I mean, I never really got into Ready to Rumble because I didn't really know how to play it.
I wasn't too much of a
Yeah.
fan. It was
Yeah,
okay
yeah,
though. It was good.
No, I did. I
All
was
right.
terrible in it. But yeah, you guys let us know what you thought of Nintendo Direct. What grade would you give it? Was it an A or was it a B or was it like a D or F?
Was
because
it
you
a
hated
D?
Or a C.
I give it that.
No, it wasn't a C. It was in the
That's
middle.
what
It's either they're
it
gonna love it or hate it. they're never gonna put C.
No, they could.
It's
They
gonna
could.
be either F or A.
Depends on the games that they like. You know.
Yeah, I know. Some people might not like.
It's
what
either
they
you're
have, but-
rating it based on the presentation
Mhm.
or
Or your
you're rating at
expectations.
what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm rating on what the presentation was.
Exactly.
I'm both.
Exactly.
Presentation and what I want, which
Exactly.
is why I give it a B. So all right,
B.
All right. So let us know in the comments and let
Oops.
us know.
my bad.
Right
But
there.
hey, wait for it.
My bad. My bad.
They're back.
They're
That was
coming
my
back,
bad.
y'all.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Everybody
Yeah.
out there knows if you're watching this on YouTube, hit the like button, man.
Yeah, be sure to hit that like button.
Hit that like button.
And if you're
Share
still
the
with
videos.
us, thank you for enjoying the show. Hopefully you enjoyed the show
Button
because we
is
enjoyed
free,
the show.
y'all.
Yeah, we always enjoy it.
We enjoyed the show.
Well,
Hope
we're
you like
biased.
that. Hope you
We're
like that
biased.
way forward interview.
Hell yeah.
That was awesome.
But if you're watching this on Twitch, man, you know to follow us too, right? It does help us out. It really does make a difference. So make sure you follow us. If you're watching this on Twitch, and if you're watching this on YouTube, of course, subscribe to the channel.
Don't you want to help us?
Hell yes.
Help.
Support the cause.
What we need is a commercial.
Support the
We
cause.
need a commercial with dogs and cats
And I'll make my face like this.
on that face.
Yeah.
People can't help but hit the like button and subscribe.
Can y'all say no?
Oh, shit. And if you guys are listening to on all the podcasting services, make sure you get the highest marks, man. If you enjoyed it,
Yeah.
if you enjoyed it, man, let us
didn't.
know how you feel, man.
You can still put the highest marks even if you didn't.
Yeah,
Just help us out.
What the hell, no.
Review on Apple Podcasts would be helpful. Yes.
Apple Podcast.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you how to review, but just give a review, man.
What is this? Does this look?
And I don't know
stop
what that.
making-
What is that? What is that?
I am
All
not
right.
zooming up on that face.
So you guys gotta watch.
I make
this.
editing hard for me.
Yeah, you guys gotta watch this live if you don't know what the hell he just did.
Making a dumbass face.
Yeah. Yeah. For the audio
But hey,
listeners,
if it gets us subscriptions, do that.
yeah. Look at that. This fucking guy.
He's like,
I don't know where.
This guy's like, for the audio listeners.
All it takes is a
making a
penny.
face.
All it takes is a penny a day. Isn't that what it is? A penny a
It's a
day.
sponsor. This poor face.
Yeah. It's a fucking charity event.
Man needs a sponsor.
All right. So we got the live stream schedule. Starting with the Indie eShop recap, y'all see the screen if you're watching this right now live on YouTube or Twitch.
That's right.
Starting 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. First Monday of every month.
Starting.
That's right. Then we got Tactical Tuesdays with me, Algie857, followed by the Level 857 Video Game Podcast.
That's the show.
That's
Yeah.
right. Every single Wednesday,
Yep.
7:30 p.m. Eastern Time.
You know.
Thursday Thrills following that.
That's right.
Fighter Fridays following that.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the two random streaming shows.
Anytime, anywhere.
Backlog Break and Smash-O-Matics.
no.
The Backlog Break especially will be streaming soon.
Very soon.
Very soon.
Oh, man.
Did you say no?
Very soon.
What's that sound?
Wait, what?
What turbo?
No.
No.
What's no?
That's whatever Kev does.
No.
You said no and yeah at the same time.
Yeah.
That's a
He
turbo
said,
grunt.
"Nya." He just had another aneurysm.
No.
That's
But
a
yeah.
turbo grunt.
I have nothing for that.
Y'all need to follow that. Make sure you do it. And thank you, everybody in the chat, man.
Hell
You guys
yeah.
are awesome, man.
Always a
thanks,
pleasure.
Thanks for the super chat. Shit, I forgot who it was.
Michael Westmoreland.
Oh,
Michael
thank
all
you,
day.
sir.
Westmoreland all day.
You're the
Mike
man,
always comes
dude.
through, man. He's
Always comes through.
Dude,
He keeps us running. He keeps us running.
dude, for real, man.
Keeps
He's-
us
He's
off the
funding.
street.
He's funding our whole operation.
Hell
Seriously.
yeah, man. No, we truly appreciate
We got that
man.
River City Underground coming soon, man.
Oh,
Yeah, get zero on Monday, yo.
Word.
oh, yeah.
Monday.
I'm down.
Yeah, baby.
But once again, everybody, thank you so much. It's always a pleasure,
That's right.
and it's always fun.
That's right.
Until next week, which is our 200th podcast. that we're going to be streaming live
Big time.
at the OS Lounge in New York City.
And if you're in New York, you can visit. You know,
Drop
through.
in.
If you're in the tri-state area, definitely, man. Come
through.
wear
through,
your
man.
mask, bring your card to get in.
And we gotta get drunk.
You'll have to pay for the drinks, but come through.
Yeah,
Oh, we're going to meet you live, man.
What kind of? I mean,
Hey, if you got a 6-pack, though.
Yeah, man. I don't know where you guys are from, but hey, if you guys are in the area,
Yeah.
In
Couple
the
of states,
Manhattan
you got a
area.
couple of states away, y'all can come in.
hell yeah.
Gotta support this face.
hell man.
nobody wants to support that face.
But we're putting up, we're actually going to be doing something different because this is our 200th podcast. I will be posting up the podcast tomorrow. So it's going to be put up tomorrow and it'll be posted up public. It'll be live so everybody can see it. It'll be up for the whole week until the Wednesday. That's right.
I can't hold that.
So you all are going to be informed on what's going on.
I can't hold that face too long.
Oh, man.
no kidding. 'Cause it's,
All right,
it's
y'all.
ugly.
Everybody out there, peace. And until next week.
Later, y'all.
Yeah.